showroom opening soon on PGA Boulevard by the Gardens Mall. And just like our other South Florida stores, this new showroom is fully stocked with stunning diamonds in all sizes, from 1 carat to 20 carats, all shapes, all graded and certified by the GIA, and all with our amazing no middleman direct importer price. At all 3 locations, you'll see a selection of thousands of handcrafted engagement rings from the top bridal designers in the country, and you'll get Diamonds Direct's industry-leading warranties and guarantees. All this with white glove service from diamond experts who will guide you with respect, insight, and professionalism. Come and discover the store that's forever changed how South Florida buys diamonds and fine jewelry. Diamonds Direct, behind Town Center Mall in Boca Raton on Biscayne Boulevard, just south of Adventure Mall, and coming soon on PGA Boulevard by the Gardens Mall.
Noah Lyles is the Olympic champion.
Scotty Scheffler adds gold to his green jackets.
The one and only Katie Ledecky.
Hear all the exciting moments on the free iHeartRadio app, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Expect stop-and-go delays southbound 95, 6th Avenue south to Woolbright Road. Lawrence Road is still shut down, Hypoluxo Road to Lantana Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more. All at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hello there. Welcome back.
Welcome to the show.
Coming in hot. Ooh, coming in real hot.
I'm sweating here. Is it hot in here or is it just me?
This is hot. Very hot.
It's hotter than a ghost pepper.
It's hotter than the sun.
It's so hot. Why is it so hot?
What a hot show.
This is not hot.
It's hot.
Hotter than Georgia asphalt.
It's showtime.
Redefining radio. This is where the fun begins. Introducing Greek.
Let me tell you something. Don't ever love more you than anybody else you love more.
Francis.
Because then you're just like, you're squeezing your banana so hard every time you come in here, and then you're pounding it on the desk.
Jimmy.
We haven't had to pull it for quite a while, so we got to lube it up.
Let's get the party started. It's the Penthouse on Real Radio.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Good morning. Hope you guys listening to Rover, and that got you out of the gate. Now you got us, the Penthouse, until 2 o'clock. Giveaway again for you every day. We have that. We'll find out about the Olympics. Where's USA doing in the medal count? We'll get into a lot of different things today like we always do. You guys can get involved 3 different ways. You could call us at 877-927-6969. Also, you could text us at Real Radio 47142. Or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello and good morning. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day. And, of course, good morning to her. Hello, Francis.
Hi, good morning.
How is everybody doing on this great day? Team USA did very good in basketball. Jimmy, you won your halftime bet. I texted you. Were you happy?
Yeah, absolutely. I saw that it was, I think, like 3 minutes left in the first half, and I saw that they were up by quite a bit. So I thought, yeah, maybe we got one here. It's been a while since I've seen some green, so
good.
That was nice.
And
I just assumed because I was on that text message, I was like, what are they talking about? I assumed it had to do with betting.
Oh, was that our group one?
It was in a group text.
I didn't even notice that.
I was like, all right, cool.
I didn't text him individually. I should have. I apologize.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I figured it had something to do with betting.
Yeah.
Oh, we could all share in the fun on that one. That was good to see.
Yeah, I was getting scores from my buddy because he had a big interest in it, and he also had them for the game. Then he thought that they didn't cover, but they did cover. He thought it was 87 to 122. He thought it was 97, and they won by 25. He was laying 26. So I said to him, clean out your glasses or get your eyes checked. It's 87. So they ended up blowing out. LeBron had a big game. He had 9 assists, I believe, 12 points. Now they're in the semifinals. They're only 2 games away. Women's played today at 3:30. I didn't realize this. They have a 58-game winning streak in basketball for the women. That is unbelievable. That's going back maybe 8 Olympics. So hats off to the ladies. They are playing this afternoon at 3:30. They're big favorites, too, again today against Nigeria. So we'll see what happens. And I know Gabby Thomas, she won her gold medal last night.
For the 200.
Yeah, she crushed it. So she did very good. And we're pulling away with the medals now. I think we lead China in gold, and I think we're up to 86 total, something like that. But yeah, Team USA doing good, finishing strong, got a couple more days. Over under, I thought it was going to be 70, 68 medals, but looks like we're going to go over 100 by the time it's all said and done. You guys want to get involved? Call us at 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. I know, Francis, you had some interesting facts about the Olympics.
Yeah, so things that are going on in this Olympics 2024 and these what they call unbelievable 2024 Paris Olympics. That these are facts that this person's like, I generally can't stop thinking about. And some are silly things and some are actually pretty dang cool. So we're talking about it, and it's not just USA, just all the teams. The Great Britain skateboarding team. I don't know if you saw the young girl who won. She is incredible, but she is very young. But the Great Britain skateboarding team is a bunch of teenagers, and then one 50-year-old man is on the team. They
No
said.
kidding.
So when you see the picture,
50-year-old dude still doing it.
So
Nice.
So somebody puts, I still find it hilarious that Team Great Britain skateboarding squad is just a bunch of kids, and then because it's a picture of them, and they do their babies, and there's just one grown-ass dude in the middle of it, but still part of it. Yep.
I wonder what the age limit is. Is there an age limit?
I don't think there is. I think as long as you make it,
You're in?
you're in.
Wouldn't see why there would be.
Yeah.
Is there an age limit younger? Do you have to be a certain age younger to start?
I mean, there's
16?
a girl in China, I believe, who's
16?
skateboarding, and she's 11.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Damn, that's
11.
amazing.
I think as long as you make it, right? You try out and you make it, and you're best in the world.
Wow, that's
Famously, the gymnasts and the ice skaters are typically in their teens to later, mid to later teens.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen that over decades of the Olympics.
I don't think there is an age limit. I really don't. I think as long as you try out and you make it. I mean, maybe as far as I know as far as age, right? Like when it comes to being older, no age limit. But some countries do have ones that you, with it, I believe it is per country where I'm looking right now. And they said residents, if you're in a country, residents not listed, it means that there are minimum age requirements that apply to you. Afghanistan's on there. I think 16, they said. Albania, 13 plus. Algeria, 13 plus.
Wow.
So it's per country.
Oh, wow.
But the Olympics are whatever.
That's still young.
11 for China. Yeah, and she's incredible. But yeah, a lot of teenagers. So the horses in dressage, did you know that they have to wear little caps too? That's a little thing that they said that they thought was cute. The plane that they used to fly horses into the Olympics is called Air Horse One. Did you know that?
No, stop. That's got to be a
They say it's
parody.
true. The plane they used to fly the horses from all over the world in the Olympics for the equestrian events is called Air Horse
That's
One.
funny.
Air Horse One. I love it. This is a random fact from the Olympics. Simone Biles can jump 8.4 corgis high. Somebody figure that out. Because her total jump is about, they say, let's see, holy moly. It's 8.4 corgis. It's looking at 12 feet. That's insane.
Just from the ground.
That's
just
insane.
Jumping vertical?
Yes.
That's wild.
8.4 corgis high. Did you see the whale yesterday? There's somebody
No.
just posted that, not necessarily a fact, but during the surfing contest, there was a whale behind one of the surfers, a humpback that breached.
kidding.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool sight. I don't know if you saw that. This
Little
one,
photobomb.
he did. He photobombed it. That's a really cool photobomb. This one I've been following because he's so cute. But the U.S. gymnastics teams they have a therapy dog. His name is Beacon. Have you seen Beacon?
Oh, no kid.
The golden
I'll be
retriever.
damned.
Beacon has been there since the beginning.
Nice.
So they said Beacon is the official therapy dog for the U.S. gymnastics team, and he is feeling very proud. He's been doing a good job. Let's see some facts. They throw in stuff we already know. Martha and Snoop, friends. I already know that.
Are they more than friends?
Let's see what else. Oh, have you seen his Olympic pin? So this pin, Coco Gauff got one of Snoop Dogg's Olympic pins.
Yeah, I said
where he's blowing smoke and it's the Olympic green colors.
Yeah.
It's so good. Yeah, I want one of those. How do I get one of these? We also have on here with interesting facts on if you have not seen these or heard of them. Hopefully they're new. There's an Italian M&M on the Italian archery team. Yes, and this is just a silly fact. There's a guy on the archery team for Italy. Then that's got to be M&M. He looks just like him.
Yeah, I
don't know
saw
if we're
that
going
picture.
with
Yeah.
the candy or if we're going with the singer.
The singer. Yep, these are funny, not necessarily, I don't know if we want to call them facts, but things that people have noticed with the Olympics. We have here on the Olympics, the shooting targets, if you've not noticed, have you seen them? They are extremely tiny. They're not what we see when we actually go to a shooting range. Somebody posted a picture of it, and it's like the size of a silver dollar.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Yep. Let's see. What else do we have here? Some of the height differences are extreme, and they put a picture, and it was Japan against France. And there was 2 minutes left of the game, but there's 2 pictures of 2 players, and one guy is like 7 feet tall, and the other one is only 5'11", which is tall. But they were saying that there's a huge difference when it comes to them. There's also a dude.
I saw that picture. It's crazy.
Yeah, that there's a guy. His name is Bob, and he is the cap catcher. So what he does is retrieve swimmers' caps when they fall off in the pool. That's his job at the Olympics.
Oh, wow.
Bob the cap catcher.
I made it.
It's like at the Masters tournament, they have guys, if the leaves fall in the water, that have to go in and with a net and take the leaves out of the water because they don't want any leaves ever in the water when their cammers are going there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crazy job.
Really?
Too. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's a strange one.
Yeah. It's like that. It has to be
busy.
perfect, impeccable. If one leaf goes in, they go in there right away.
Yep. They even have on here the youngest athlete in Paris is I'm going to mess it up. Hao Zhang from China. She's an 11-year-old that was born in 2012.
Okay.
She's
Gymnast or
She is a skateboarder.
skateboarder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
She's
sorry.
got a shot to win a lot of gold medals.
If you look at the skateboarders, a lot of them are under 16 years old. They're all very young. Yeah.
That's amazing.
All the countries. Oof. Yeah. I have to look at the one who won. She's from Great Britain, and she's all over commercials. It's a shame I don't know her name because she's pretty special, and she wants to come back and do she wants to come back to the next Olympics and do skateboarding and surfing. For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe she just didn't qualify for surfing, but she wants to do. But you have to pay attention. She's so good at her young age. It's just incredible. There's also, if you're not aware, they say this. Did you see the guy off subject, but the pole vaulter? They were like, how did he make it to the Olympics? Did you watch him where he didn't even make it over? He got stuck and then he went backwards.
Oh, no.
That's brutal.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. And then finally here, very random fact is that Simone Biles eats a lot of hot dogs during the Olympics.
Wow.
And she says that she has a name for them. I don't know what it means, but that she calls them glizzies. Glizzies hot dogs. So very random things people have learned during the 2024 Olympics.
Last night, Hard Knocks debuted with the Chicago Bears, and it was pretty cool. But they showed her because her husband got a pass to, he's a defensive back, got a pass to miss camp for about 5 days to go and watch it. But they showed her and him and her, talking and him getting ready for his trip and all the different things and obviously rooting for her and how fantastic she is. But yeah, he got some notoriety by just being her husband, and the Bears, the coach, let him go out, and everything. Obviously, it's staged, but Hard Knocks did kick off. Another sign that football is coming when Hard Knocks start playing. But last night was the premiere for the Chicago Bears, and it tied in obviously to the Olympics, and they're ready to go. And what a beautiful facility they have too. The Bears, unbelievable. Some of these facilities, practice facilities, just like over $150 million, which is crazy for practice, just like the Dolphins. But man, they just beautiful places. But he was going to Paris, and he got the okay that he could leave for 4 or 5 days, which is nice that the coach let him go. But he's a very good defensive back, so see what happens with that. And hopefully, they're hoping the Bears have a great season. We'll see what happens with their 2 new rookies that are very signed already in there. Dolphins play Friday night. Do not forget about that. They are taking on the Atlanta Falcons. And today there is practice that is open to the public. So if you want to get down there, go to their website. Maybe there are still tickets available, but you can check out the Dolphins at their training facility taking on the Falcons in practice. So that's something that you may want to do or check out. School's going to be here before we know it. And I know, Jimmy, you had an article about a new middle school who had a dress code that is going to be something new. And dress codes you don't hear anymore. You really don't.
Well, I wonder if this one's obviously going to create a little bit of controversy. A Texas middle school is banning students from wearing entire black clothing.
Okay.
So that's the thing. It says all black, but meaning that, a top, a bottom, shoes, and all that from middle school. And the officials say it's associated with mental health issues.
Really?
Students at Charles Middle School in El Paso, Texas, headed back to school on Monday, days after a letter from Principal Nick DeSantis outlined the school's new dress code policy. The letter says the school is eliminating all black clothing because it's associated with depression, mental health, and criminality. Norma De La Rosa, the president of El Paso's Teacher Association, says teachers see a sudden change in students going from dressing with color to all black when they are depressed or stressed. Here, I'll play the audio of her talking about that, and that is right about...
Can wear black shorts to go to PE. They can wear it on free dress day, but they just cannot wear it top to bottom. Now, the colors are not so much to prevent or stop mental health issues. You can have the most colorful dress on and still be suffering through depression. Parents that, are upset, they just need to make sure that they go through and read the dress code policy.
As she said there at the end, obviously many parents and community members do disagree with the policy, commenting online that color doesn't define a person's mental state. The color of clothing has nothing to do with your ability to do anything or feel any emotion. That was one parent. Another parent said making students wear a different color isn't going to magically make them a completely different person. So obviously, I don't think it comes to any surprise that they're seeing some pushback on that, which kind of leads open to the question with school coming back. Dress code, good, bad, indifferent. We see it in different areas. Obviously, some schools have uniforms, right? Complete uniforms. Some schools have almost no policy. Some have, where you can do certain things. I know one of the gripes I had when Katie was growing up in some of this in elementary school. When she went to elementary school, the one dress code policy that kind of bothered me is they said no T-shirts couldn't have any characters on it. So like wearing a Mickey Mouse T-shirt was not allowed.
That's
and I thought that was kind of ridiculous. Now, obviously, the extreme to it is you don't want the kids wearing T-shirts that say "F you" or something like that on it, right? So, but I mean, can we distinguish between those two being appropriate and not appropriate? Either that or just go to uniforms. Just go to freaking uniforms. Well, if you don't want to have to worry about whether or not one kid has, designer clothes. Like there's that old, argument, whether or not, some kids can't have all the latest and greatest, so they get picked on. So go to uniforms.
Well, uniforms is good too. It's less expensive for the parents, obviously. You can get 3 or 4 uniforms for the year, and then you're done. You don't have to worry about it. But I never heard of, where you can't wear all black.
Yeah.
I wear all black very often. I do. I wear it a lot. And I've never once thought of the color of my clothes relating to mental health. Never once.
I'm kind of surprised to see that one. That one, that's a little, I got a little bit of a struggle on that one to even fathom it. I mean, to associate it with mental health, I don't know. I've never seen it.
Yeah, we've heard of colors before in certain, cities where they don't want them to wear it because it could be tied to gangs and different things like that. We've heard that. I've heard that, excuse me. But I've never heard black, that you can't wear black pants and black jeans and black shoes. But not great. I mean, a lot of restaurants, when you walk in, everybody's got black on. It's different. I don't know. I never heard something like that. But I guess they got enough a study behind it, and they were like, hey, you can't do it.
My guess is that this gets changed. I think that's one of those things. Enough parents will complain about that and get that one changed, and maybe that's how the process is supposed to work out, right? You elect these leaders to be on the school boards and your city commissioners and whatnot, and they appoint people that deal with the schools like that, and you vote them out if you don't agree with what.
And I don't know if it's the same, but it's almost like they're pinpointing. When I was growing up, we had the goth kids, right? Goth, and then later on in life, they were called emo, and that's what they wear. They would wear all black.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like they're kind of just narrowing down on that. I don't know if it would makes a difference what kind of black clothing that they were wearing.
And, that was the thing, because if you think of all black clothing, that's usually like one of the images that comes to mind first, right? I mean, maybe it's not fair. I don't know. But that was kind of my thought, right? Never once in the article mentioned it. Obviously, she never mentioned it there in that audio clip. Anybody from the school, there was no quoting on it with having anything to do with goth or emo or anything like that. So, I don't know, is it that or is it just a black T-shirt and a black pair of jeans? And they're saying that that's that seems very odd to me.
Yeah, to me too.
And even people that, dress like, in that goth, I mean, I don't associate that with depression necessarily, but then again, I'm not a psychiatrist or anything.
They got to have some studies behind this where they went to some experts who said, whatever, or maybe they had a lot of kids last year who complained about mental health issues. Who knows?
Because if there's studies behind it, you would think more schools would be doing it, not just this one.
Yeah.
Who knows?
This was a middle school, so put that's kind of in that perspective as far as the age range, of what we're talking about. But
it's different. There's no doubt about it. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday. Don't forget, we got a giveaway for you today, and we also got some WWGD later in the show. We'll be back with This Day in History and the Trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Jeff says, Sean, you need to stop. You have no idea what you're talking about. Are you a child therapist? No, I don't think so. Jeff, shut up. What I'm talking about.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Expect stop-and-go delays southbound 95, 6th Avenue south to Woolbright Road. Lawrence Road is still shut down, Hypoluxo Road to Lantana Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Girls, girls, girls. That's where they are 7 days a week, open to 5 a.m. The beautiful ladies are there with a 5-star menu. And Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. They bring your fantasies to life. Monroe's doing it every day of the week. A good time that turns into a great time only at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Fantasy Fridays. Kick off your weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
When the going gets tough, the tough gets Storm Smart. Since 1996, Storm Smart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty. Because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now. $30 billion was set aside for meso victims. And in most cases, your claim is settled out of court without a jury trial. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's Franny. Ready to sell your car without the hassle? Go to GiveMeTheVIN.com. Whether it's your daily driver, SUV, classic muscle car, or exotic ride, they buy it all. Enter your VIN or license plate number and get a top offer in minutes. Guaranteed to beat CarMax or they'll pay you $100. It's fast, easy, and you can even sell your classic car at gmtvcc.com. Sell your car the smart way with GiveMeTheVIN.com.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVIN.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
I'm Jason McIntosh, a partner with the law firm of Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivey, and Fronrath. Our firm has been proudly representing South Florida residents since 1985 and has recovered billions for our clients. With offices in Broward, Palm Beach, and St. Lucie counties, we have attorneys all over South Florida ready and willing to fight for you. Don't just take my word for it. Check out our online reviews and see for yourself. If you've been injured, call Lytle Ryder. We will pay absolutely nothing if we don't win your case. Visit us at foryourrights.com. Main office, West Palm Beach.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
in this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I get it. The cost of literally everything seems like it's getting more expensive. Food, clothes, gas. Hey, it's Megan from iHeartRadio, and that's why I try to cut in my budget where I can, like at the gas station. And if you're still driving around in that gas guzzler, stop. Wouldn't you rather be driving around in a fuel-efficient new Kia backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Fortunately for you, Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach hates inflation just as much as the rest of us. And right now, they're offering some seriously incredible deals on the latest and hottest Kia models on the road. I'm talking Sportages, Seltos, Tellurides, K5s, you name it, there's an insane deal for it right now. Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach is currently under construction, so their lot is fully overstocked and they need to make room. So they're looking to get rid of all of their vehicles by offering the best deals on a Kia than you'll find anywhere else. And yes, they'll take that old gas guzzler off your hands too, and you could get up to $6,000 for it. Stop by today or give them a call at 800-NEW-KIAs and tell them Megan sent you.
We want to see ya in a Greenway Kia.
Credit effects, down payment, and approval terms, negative equity refinance. Offers don't combine.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust new Febreze car vent clips. Now with 3 times greater scent control. Because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with new Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up Oscar!
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Grainger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Time with family, laughs with friends, and cash back? Discover's got you covered on the last one. That's because Discover doubles all the cash back you've earned on your credit card at the end of your first year with Cash Back Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Lauren Oleski for CBS 12 News. Skies are partly cloudy as we continue to move through our Wednesday morning. Temperatures starting to warm up for us as well, but our highs are back in the low to mid-90s today, close to some of the record highs. It'll be hot and humid. There's a heat advisory in effect as well, feeling up to the triple digits through the afternoon. A few scattered thunderstorms are possible. Otherwise, we stay partly cloudy through the day.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Stuck sitting at the dealership waiting for your oil change? Drive into Valvoline Instant Oil Change, where you can stay in your car, relax, and we'll get you back on the road in about 15 minutes. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey there, folks. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes here from the Amy and TJ podcast.
That's right. We are bringing you the Tea from Perry every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, Tea from Perry. I don't know if we're married to that name, but the point is, we'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you what's hot, what's not.
Bottom line, everything you need to know that's going on in Paris during the 2024 games, you're going to get it from us.
Listen to Amy and TJ on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Amy and TJ and start listening.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for always tuning in to R&R, baby, Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for this day in history in a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creepy Trifecta.
All right, they weren't going to lose forever, so now they're not really relevant. White Sox won last night after losing 21 in a row. They got a W. They beat Oakland, so hats off to the White Sox. They do not have to listen to that anymore. Yankees were rained out. They're playing a doubleheader. Mets lost to Colorado, and Marlins got beat by the Reds. Men's basketball won big, 122-87. They did cover the 26 points spread. LeBron had 12 points and 9 assists. Also, the women play today at 3:30 against Nigeria. They have a 58-game winning streak, which is unbelievable. And the medal count today is 86 medals for U.S. That was early this morning with 24 gold. We lead in both. And Hard Knocks came back last night. Chicago Bears in training camp, all about their star quarterback and the franchise. That is your first trifecta of the day. Now over to Jimmy for This Day in History.
On this day in history.
Well, we're going to start 242 years ago today. In 1782, George Washington created the Order of the Purple Heart, which is given exclusively to servicemen wounded in combat. It's the oldest military decoration still in use and the first award made available to the common soldier. 82 years ago today, in 1942, the Allies' first major offensive in the Pacific Theater happened during World War II when Marines landed on Guadalcanal and captured the airfield from Japan. Was that a sneeze?
No cough.
No cough?
I thought it was
Bless you anyways.
Bless you anyways.
But I will take anything Francis gives me. So I was like, yo, thank you.
Bless you anyways.
76 years ago in 1948 at the Olympics in London, a big topic right now, track and field athlete Fanny Blankers-Cohen, who was pregnant with her third child, helped the Dutch team win the 4x100 relay, becoming the first woman to capture 4 gold medals at a single game. She earlier had won the 100-meter, the 200-meter, and the 80-meter hurdles. How about that?
It's unbelievable.
28 years ago today, in 1996, NASA scientists announced that there was possible life on Mars 3.6 billion years ago. I know where I was 27 years ago. I've talked about it on the show. 1997 was the year. Garth Brooks put on a free concert in New York City's Central Park that drew between 250 and 750,000 fans.
That's amazing.
17 years ago today, in 2007, Barry Bonds broke Hank Aaron's home run record of 755. And of course, he still holds that today at 762. And finally, 14 years ago today, in 2010, Elena Kagan was sworn in as the 4th woman to serve as a justice on the Supreme Court. She was nominated by President Obama to replace retiring Justice John Paul Stevens. And that's what happened on August 7th in our history.
Jimmy, when you went to that concert, if you could remember, did it seem like that many people?
Yes.
It did?
and I'm not real familiar with Central Park or the city, all that too much. But, I mean, we couldn't get anywhere near the stage. We were, 2 sections over.
Get that screens.
But they had speakers everywhere. They had screens everywhere so that, we could all enjoy the same, pretty much the same experience. But, man, there were just a sea of people everywhere.
Yeah, they went to for a while in Central Park, they stopped where they started doing the concerts there. They had Diana Ross, a couple other big concerts, and then they pulled away. But I think because of the massive amount of people, they just couldn't really handle it. There was so many people who go to these concerts.
Was that it, or was it 9/11? Did that have something to do with it? Because, I mean, this was, 4 years before 9/11, so I don't know if maybe
Could be,
that
very well
had something.
could be.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know. I thought it was from what the people, they just couldn't handle the crowds and everything like that.
Could
Then
be.
I remember Diana Ross did a famous one, and it was like a bad storm, lightning and thundering, and it was, like you said, hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, it's a huge thing. The biggest event I ever went to in my life was the Derby years ago with Johnny and Francis, and that was like 120, 110, and just seemed like so many people. So I can't even imagine like trying to get out of there. It had to be, crazy. 877-927-6969. Jimmy, you have somebody on hold?
We do. We got our buddy Matt checking in with us. Hey, Matt, what's going on, bud?
Mr. Jimmy, glad you had a wonderful vacation.
Well, thank you very much, buddy.
I was watching Real TV, and I have to say, I want to play with the handlebar, dude.
Well, you already got an in, big boy.
Well, you live close to me, so it's okay. G-Man.
Yes.
I'm not going to start any BS with you. I love you, brother. We're all good, okay?
Fine. We're fine.
Okay.
I made G not talk. Holy crap. I think I just broke the internet. Okay, Francis.
Yes, Matt.
I was not able to give away the extra 2 tickets. I tried at work. My daughter had friends, everything. But Limp Bizkit was such an amazing show last night. And thank you guys for the tickets.
Oh, you should have called me. I wanted to go.
Wasn't able to use. But, dude, liar. No, it was so awesome. I sent you 1 or 2 pictures, and I'm going to send Jimmy a bunch.
Okay.
But
was it a packed show? Because I knew a lot of people that were going out. I mean, at least what it looked like on social media, it looked like a ton of people were excited to see Limp Bizkit and to also kind of make fun of Corey Feldman.
He opened up.
He opened up, and they said, "What a zoo that was!"
Oh, yeah,
a
couple of my friends
a circus.
It's crazy.
I didn't get to see Corey Feldman because on the ride down, they kept sending me messages saying they're going to open the doors late. And then they never said, oh, yeah, we changed that. And they opened the doors on time. So we're in the parking lot. We're like, oh, is that something warming up? No, it was Corey Feldman. So I didn't get to see it. But I heard it was great except his last song.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I really wanted to see it. I think he's a maniac, dude.
That's what I've heard. So there was 4 bands, and that's why, he kicked off right at 6:45, I saw, and then there was 4 bands. I'm not super familiar with, I know who Corey Feldman is. I don't listen to his music, so I don't know what it's like, but even the other bands, the only one that I grew up listening to was Limp Bizkit, but I heard it was a great show.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think they were 4 bands. I think it was Corey Feldman, and then 2 different DJs played.
Is that
and then Limp Bizkit came on.
Okay, so maybe it was the DJs. I just saw the lineup had 4 names on it.
Like, hey, does anybody know who's playing? And everybody's like, no. And we're just all bebopping around. It was great. No rain, nothing. So, yeah, no, it was, I would say probably about 3/4 full. It wasn't a packed show. But me and the kiddo run around the lawn like she owns that place. 15 years old, owning the amphitheater.
That's cool.
Oh, it's great.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time. Sucks that, couldn't give away those last 2 tickets, but at least you got to enjoy it.
Hey, I tried to give them away in front of the box office, and I got yelled at. She's like, you can't give away tickets. I'm trying to sell them. I'm like, here, sell mine.
Yeah, that's right. They're trying to sell tickets, and you're trying to give them away.
You probably should have done it away from the box office.
Yeah. Maybe the parking lot.
Right. Note to self.
Yeah. Get your tickets here. Hey, mine are free. Why are you going to pay there?
But anyway, Penthouse, thank you. If I had a bigger group of people that were cool, they would have joined. But
hey, as long as you had a good time and your daughter had a good time, thank you always for calling up and thanking us. We appreciate it.
G-Man?
Yes, sir.
Kiddo ran around that place, loved it. She's my little concert chica. And, we're going back the end of the month.
Oh, good. Who are you seeing the end of the month?
We're going to, it's Megadeth,
Another show I'm
With
dying to go to.
Mudvayne,
Oh.
Yep.
All the shows you like.
I know.
My favorite band.
Hey, G, I got an extra ticket for this one.
Which one?
For you. It's got your name on it.
Who is it?
It's Megadeth and Mudvayne.
I could never.
Oh, same one. Yeah.
Hey,
When is it? What day? Let me look at my calendar.
Only if the pit's available. Only if the pit's available.
Thank you,
You know,
Jimmy.
he only moshes.
all right. Wait, I'll make it real easy.
Yeah.
You show up at the amphitheater
Uh-huh.
and come inside and go in the grass like a normal human. No. And
When is this concert? Maybe I'll come. When is it?
August 24th.
Okay,
Are you
thank
just
you.
trying to waste time now? What are you doing?
All right. Franny wants you off the show. That
No.
means.
I'm saying you're never going to go to that concert.
How do you know?
Oh, my God.
It's something on my bucket list.
Megadeth
That and
Mudvayne
blondes.
in the lawn at the amphitheater. That's not happening.
I'll give you a poncho, too, so you don't get anything dirty.
Oh, wow. Poncho. What's the style?
Man, you are sweetening up that pot for it.
Yeah. Who makes the poncho?
Yeah, no, wait. It's a Gucci poncho.
Oh, man. That's it. Gucci poncho. You got me, Matt. You're the best.
They sell them at Family Dollar.
All right, buddy. You have a great day. Thanks for calling us. I'm glad you had a great time, you and your daughter. You're a good dad.
Hell yeah, man. I'm going to wake them up in 18 minutes, and we're going to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Nice.
Have a great time.
Cool.
Have fun, bud.
Great. Cool.
Speaking of concerts, I'm so bummed about this one because this is one I was really excited about seeing was the Fugees.
Oh.
With Lauryn Hill.
Oh, damn it. Greek's favorite band.
Lauryn Hill, I can actually see you going to a Lauryn Hill and Fugees concert. I mean, they have not been together in years. They broke up. She did her own thing, and they have not gotten along. And then they decided to reunite and put on a tour. And quietly yesterday, they canceled their tour 3 days before their opening show, which was supposed to be in Tampa on Friday. And then they were going to be here on Sunday.
That sucks.
And so no reason why. No reason why the show has been, but it was set for late summer, obviously, like I said, kicking off Friday and going into fall. But all dates have been removed from Ticketmaster. And ticket holders are receiving notices about refunds. So
it sucks.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, at least they're getting refunds because I think a lot of times when concerts get canceled, they say they reschedule and they don't give your money back. That sucks too.
Well, that's why it seems like it's deeper rooted. Are they still not getting along, or what's going on?
Yeah.
The fact that they're just not even postponing or whatever. It's just like, we're not doing it. Here's your refund.
Crazy.
So if you have tickets for that, now you know what's going on. And then also a couple of things happening today. I saw this as a text message from yesterday, but it makes sense to talk about it today. 47142 started off with Real Radio. Hopefully you are listening because it says, "What's up, PH? I turn 34 tomorrow," which in fact would be today because they sent that at the end of the show yesterday. So 34 today. Can I get a number 34 Greek misspeak? And this is from Tony and Vero. Says, "Go Bears. Happy birthday, Tony." If we can get that hooked up for him. 34 for his 34th birthday.
All right, here you go, Tony. Happy birthday, buddy.
This is your Greek Misspeak Review.
Yeah, he's in big trouble. And he's just like, he goes, "It's the simplest thing. We do it for years." He's not worried about getting in trouble at work. He's worried about getting fired.
How the hell you gonna get fired on your day off?
I might add a couple people to the mix. That's your Dreeks trifecta.
What is it? What did he say?
There was a lot more people than that when it first started. But we'll see. I mean, again, he gets his court in law, and we'll see what happens.
What the f*** is that? Some kind of weird soccer mom looking Goonie monster?
Your Honor, I'll allow it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I don't understand you. Oh, Buenos Dias. Thank you. Come with me.
I'm telling you, I used to use the word incompetent. Now I just call them stupid.
Base it upon my life and what I go through with people that I work with. You butter the cheese, we'll ride with it again.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, you don't even have to hit the little bird. You just have to arise him.
What?
They had a police department in Chicago. I'm sure they crossed their I's and dotted their T's.
Oh, for God's sake!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Enjoy.
Happy birthday, Tony and Vero. Now, this is interesting. August 7th, you did this day in history, but did you know that August 7th is considered to be the most dangerous day to drive?
I saw that.
Yeah. Now, they said that there's a dash cam company called Nextbase, and they crunched the numbers, and they said, like, yeah, this is it. Make sure to check the mirrors, watch out for the other guys on the road, because today is supposedly the most dangerous day of the year to drive. They crunched the numbers, found August 7th to be the deadliest day on American roadways. Yeah.
Well, that's bad.
Now, what they didn't do is explain why a random Wednesday in August is so dangerous, but it's based on data from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. So they also did a poll and found out that 62% of drivers feel the roads are more dangerous than they were 5 years ago. I do get that. Of those people, 2/3 said distracted driving is the thing they worry about the most. 19% said other people's road rage. 7% said getting carjacked. And 4% said theft or break-ins, which kind of goes with getting carjacked. Maybe just cars just not getting stolen. But yeah, I found that quite interesting. It's just from crunching numbers. And through all this data that they had, find out that August 7th today is flagged as the most dangerous day of the year on U.S. roadways.
There's got to be one day, right? And this just happens to be it. I know when you do look at all the numbers, I mean, one day has to be more than the other.
And they say,
even if it's just slight.
And they say the summer months traditionally more dangerous on the roads, and today marks the peak of that risk, with most people traveling, distracted by vacation, back to school preparations, the general hustle and bustle of late summer, and that's just a likelihood of accidents spiking.
Well, be careful on the roads today. It's one thing. It might be in your mind now that Francis mentioned it, but just be careful. And the good thing about today is that it's going to be over soon, and then we'll be on August 8th, and we'll be safe again.
Yeah, be safe again. We won't have to worry about any crashes. There won't be any.
Just like that. We make lemons in the lemonade. So J-Lo and Ben are getting divorced, and there's been so many rumors and speculation, but now there's one that might stick, where they're saying that why Ben finally said he's done with it, and it might be because of the Puff Daddy tapes that she was involved in years ago, and that he got some of these tapes and was not happy about them. This is rumors going around. Franny, I know you said the same thing. What do you think about it? Do you think this could be true or no?
I don't know. So Suge Knight, and I don't want to talk anything bad about him because I'm scared. He's in jail, and he's got a podcast, which I love. He's podcasting from jail, but he does it through the phone.
Yeah.
So
for a long time.
So when he gets a call, the guy who podcasts, and they record it.
Yeah.
And that's how he has his podcast.
How much phone time does he get?
Right?
Sure, whatever he wants.
But the episode of the podcast itself, not the episode, but the podcast itself is called Collect Calls with Suge Knight.
That's awesome.
It is. And
people consume it.
And he has a pretty sensational claim about the demise of Affleck and Lopez's marriage. So he is alleging that the videos the FBI obtained from the raid of Diddy's house were shown to Affleck ahead of a possible charge being brought against Puff Daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what he's saying, that Affleck saw these videos, and he's claiming that in some of the videos, it shows J-Lo doing this and J-Lo doing that. Those are his words, implying her involvement in the 1999 nightclub shooting incident. They said where there was a rapper named Shine reportedly took the blame for Diddy, who was dating Lopez at the time. They, the FBI, know the fact that J-Lo lied and said that the gun was Shine's or whatever and sent the man to prison, destroyed his life, and she knew it was Puffy's. This is what he's claiming. So, I don't know. They're saying that he was shown the video. Knight alluded to it being what he said, a white man's privilege to seemingly give Affleck some time to distance himself before the video became public, which I don't know if it has become public yet. I haven't seen that video in particular. And he said that they went up to him. FBI was like, hey, we want to show you something about your wife. So this is all according to this guy. We don't know.
No, we don't know. But he does have some...
The FBI visited Ben Affleck.
He does have some juice. There's no doubt about it. And he knows a lot of people in all that circle. So it could be true. And maybe that's why Ben was just like, maybe that was the last straw. Who knows? We'll never know. It does seem a little bit where the FBI would call him and say, hey, you want to see some evidence that we have? And Ben Affleck's not involved with law enforcement or anything like that. But maybe it is. He knows somebody, or maybe Ben Affleck reached out to them and said, hey, do you have anything there with my wife at the time? And who knows what's on those tapes or what she's doing in those tapes, too. We've heard stories where people break up with people if they heard they cheated years ago or different things like that. So you don't know. It's something that's out there. It's definitely getting a lot of headlines. There's no doubt about it. because people are like, wow, Ben just all of a sudden one day it was too much, and he said the paparazzi was getting to him. But on the other hand, they knew what he was getting involved in. So you don't know.
And people are saying they're dismissing his claim, saying that's ludicrous, particularly given his current incarceration and the probability that FBI would share such sensitive details with a private citizen. They're like, why would the FBI give Ben Affleck the tapes? Even if it is his wife, they wouldn't do anything like that. They also said, how would Suge Knight even know what they found on these tapes that are confiscated?
People talk. You never know. I mean, again, it could be true. It could be totally false.
Yep.
We'll never know. The only people who really know will never get to talk to, and will never admit it.
Well, unless these videos come out.
Yeah. If they come out, then
so,
it's bad.
I mean, we have seen videos come out already with him. So.
Yeah, and it's not good.
Him being Puff Daddy.
It's not good with J-Lo, too, with all this situation, if anything happens like that. It is the Penthouse, and it is a Wednesday, so we have a giveaway for you guys today. We also have some Florida stories. Somebody asked me last night, any drugs on the beach? Anything happening today?
No, not today. Well, maybe I'll have to wait for tomorrow. But man, a freak. I don't really like to talk about death during What the Florida, but this is a really, really freak accident, and I will let you know what happened. Plus, we have assault with spaghetti sauce.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
People love to throw food.
They do. They love to. Yeah.
And everybody goes to jail. I never knew you go to jail if you threw a hamburger or something.
Well, it's if somebody calls the cops on you. It's assault.
Assault is assault.
Assault with sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Assault with spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah. And then we also have a woman who decided to have too much to drink during Hurricane Debbie and get behind a wheel. I'll give you those details when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
iHeartRadio Olympics update.
Team USA's women's volleyball is continuing its quest to repeat as Olympic champs. They're in the semifinals now after beating Poland. Team USA's Lauren Carlini says they're a confident, battle-tested team.
It's been a really tough quad for us, and knowing that our connection, our grit, and our power within each other.
The women meet Brazil in the semis tomorrow. The men's volleyball team plays in the semis today against Poland.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Expect stop-and-go delays southbound 95, 6th Avenue south to Woolbright Road. Lawrence Road is still shut down, Hypoluxo Road to Lantana Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
When the going gets tough, the tough get Storm Smart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home while increasing its living space and beauty, because smart is easy. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Why should you hire the largest injury firm in the world for your injury case? Let me count the ways. Your case will be handled by your lawyer, a paralegal, and a case manager who's always in the office for you when your lawyer's in court. There's also a 24-hour hotline if you ever have a question or a problem. We've collected over $20 billion and won a lot. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
$90 marijuana cards during MMJ Health's Meltdown Madness. Limited appointments. Visit MMJ.com/Real Radio. Again, MMJ's $90 Meltdown Madness ends soon. Visit MMJ.com/Real Radio today.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. JD Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition Smart Bed. Limited time. For JD Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
iHeartRadio brings the 2024 Paris Olympics straight to your car. Plug in the iHeartRadio app to your car's dashboard and listen to NBC's 24/7 live play-by-play coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Listen now on the totally free iHeartRadio app.
Global Citizen is the world's largest community of activists powered by people like you. Join the movement to defend the planet, demand equity, and defeat poverty by downloading the Global Citizen app. Track your impact with daily goals and tangible actions that address global issues most important to you. Connect with other global citizens and celebrate a better tomorrow. Create change every day. Download the Global Citizen app now, available in the App Store and Google Play.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon & Partners Weather Center. Have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins, CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Save up to 60% on a wide selection of quality mattresses at every price. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm today.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by Mo Better Garage. Mo Better Garage. We make it way Mo Better. MoBetterGarage.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio. Jimmy is in the house.
Hello and a good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it is time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right. Well, we are going to stay kind of local. We're going to Flagler, where this guy made it pretty easy to apprehend himself for cops, too. They said that he got pulled over. Deputy was doing a proactive patrol along I-95 when he observed a vehicle traveling at a high rate of speed. He also noticed the vehicle was making sudden lane changes, cutting off multiple cars. You know, a normal day in South Florida.
Sounds about right.
The deputy noted that once he commenced a traffic stop, he smelled a very strong odor of what he said burnt marijuana emitting from inside the vehicle. Well, the driver, identified as Anthony James Jr. of Miami Gardens, appeared to be very nervous when he got pulled over, and he had trouble following the requests of the cops. He later then admitted, yeah, the smell, that is. I have marijuana in my car. So they searched. They did find 14.2 grams of marijuana, 2 oxycodone pills, firearm loaded with, they said, fully loaded magazine, and an additional round in the chamber. Deputies reported James' condition deteriorating due to him being super unresponsive and dizzy. And they're like, uh-oh, he's going down. And he did. Like, during the search, the dude fainted.
Really?
Yes. So I
Maybe
said maybe
nerves.
easy, but nerves and drugs, I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Nerves and drugs.
I go with the nerves.
Yeah. So he was transported to a hospital. They said that he was experiencing all kinds of medical complications, was admitted further for treatment. But yes, it did look like there was a bunch of things going on in his system that made him go down. But just because you go down and go to a hospital doesn't mean after when you wake up, you're not arrested. And that's exactly where he is now.
No,
it doesn't. They
get
don't
a
feel
pass?
bad. They don't feel bad for you. No,
that's
no.
terrible. All right.
I mean,
Hold on. Let me write that
They
down.
want to make sure you stay alive. That's why they take you to the hospital. But then once you're up and at 'em, going to jail. And then next up in your What the Florida. All right, freak accidents. And this is the only reason why I'm bringing this up, because I normally don't like to bring up death. Destruction, yes, but not death. So deputies were called to an A Expert Tire and Automotive Service place in Fort Myers. So when officials arrived, medics said that there was employee Richard Valini was inflating a tire when it exploded and struck him.
That's terrible.
Because of that, he suffered severe head trauma from the explosion and was pronounced dead on the spot. Is that not crazy?
Yeah, that is.
From inflating the tire too much, it exploded.
Yeah.
Is that something you've heard before? I've never heard of.
I've seen videos of it.
Really?
Sure. Yeah,
Goodness gracious. They said that employee witnessed the incident, said that he was filling large tires with air before he went inside the shop. He turned shortly after help him to relieve air pressure from the tire when it suddenly just blew off the rim and struck him right in the head. Oh, man, gotta be careful when you're blading things. Yeah, I know you said you saw videos, but I've never heard of such a thing. So crazy freak accident that happened. Then we'll get to a little bit more of the lighthearted stuff. Food fight. Investigators say that Anthony Fiacco got into a verbal argument with the victim that then turned physical in their home. The victim was 61. Spaghetti made contact with the victim, who had spaghetti sauce all in her hair and in her face. Fiacco allegedly fled the home when officers arrived because, you know, when you get spaghetti to the face, first thing you do is call 911.
You gotta.
That's what I would do. Is there a meatball involved?
So he left, maybe. So he fled. He fled the scene because he knew that she was calling the cops.
I'm out.
Yep. After being spotted hiding behind a bush in the backyard, he did not go very far.
I was going to say, he didn't go too far.
Nope.
He left the kitchen.
Yeah, he was hiding behind a bush. And that's the thing. But then when the cops saw him, he started running from them again. So if you're going to run to begin with, you know
Keep
the cops
running.
keep running.
Yeah,
so the
get
cops
out
don't
of
even
town.
spot you. Yeah. Well, the cops, they caught up to him pretty quickly. And he was charged with domestic battery for the spaghetti incident. Booked into the county jail. No weapons was seized by police, and it was unclear how long this Sunday gravy was simmering. Maybe that's why, because it was hot. You never know. Hot spaghetti to the face. That could be a weapon.
Sure.
Yeah. But they ordered him to have, and this is the sad part, that 61-year-old one was his mother.
Oh,
they said no
terrible.
contact with your mom.
Come on, man.
Come on, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You can't do that to your mom, to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That sucks.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. And then we have a Florida woman arrested for drunk driving. Citrus County Sheriff's Office was on his way to assess some roads during the storm. and the store is Hurricane Debbie, when he saw Candace Weiskup, that's a great last name, spinning her wheels at a stoplight in the lane next to him. When the light turned green,
Doing burnouts?
Yeah, doing burnouts while she's next to a cop at a lane. When the light turned green, the deputy says Weiskup began to drive erratically between lanes, continuously turning her hazards on and off, causing all kinds of attention to herself. Yep, the sheriffs initially initiated a traffic stop, called for backup. They felt like they needed it. When they approached Weiskup's car, he said he could smell a very strong odor of alcohol coming from her. Slurred speech, all the use, right? He asked her to step out of the car, and when she did, Debbie said that they saw several open containers in her front seats. They found 3 empty shooters and an unopened shooter and an open can of beer. They added that her cell phone was also on the seat playing video games. It was still live go playing.
Wow. Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
Drinking and playing video and driving.
Playing video games.
Might as well at this point.
Doing
right?
burnouts.
Got a movie on somewhere?
Burnouts, the cops looking
Doing
at
burnouts next to a cop. She failed the walk and turn field sobriety test. She
That's
couldn't even walk and turn, right?
That's surprising.
And blamed the storm winds for her inability to walk in a straight line.
I tell you what.
It's windy out here, yo.
Kind of gusty.
Then she refused to listen to instructions during other tests, talked over deputies despite deputies giving her several chances to calm down and focus. She refused to submit a breathalyzer test and was also found, guess what, to be driving on a suspended license.
Oh, my God.
There's a surprise.
Yep.
Imagine a cop at the light looking at the girl, like seeing the wheels. You're like, what's this girl doing?
What is she doing?
Oh, man.
And that is you with the Florida.
Wow, that was deep today. That was a great one.
Yeah.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Jimmy, I know you have something on the city that everybody wants to move to.
Here it is. This is the city that, out of the United States now, so this isn't worldwide, but in the United States, Americans say Tampa is the most desirable city in the United States, while Florida is the most sought-after state, according to a new survey from the Florida Tourism Department.
Interesting.
Just kidding. That was from the Cleaver Real Estate. It's a St. Louis-based real estate company. Nearly 1/4 of survey respondents listed Tampa among the top 5 cities to live in, with its ranking rising from number 10 in 2022. So really jumping up there quick.
Yeah.
Went up to number 2 last year, and it has secured the top spot this year. 35% of Americans say Florida is one of the top 5 states to live in, with 3 cities ranking in the top 10. Of course, we got Tampa at number 1, Orlando at number 5, and believe it or not, Miami at number 10.
Really?
It doesn't say, it just says the 50 most populous U.S. metros is the metric that they went by, right? So Americans say the top 10 most desirable cities are, of course, Tampa was number 1. Charlotte, North Carolina came in at number 2 this year. Virginia Beach, Virginia, number 3. Nashville, Tennessee, number 4. We're seeing such an influx going to Tennessee, especially in the Nashville area. Like I said, Orlando was number 5. Raleigh, North Carolina was number 6. Atlanta, Georgia, number 7. Denver, Colorado, number 8. Las Vegas, Nevada at number 9. And as previously mentioned, Miami rounded out the top 10 of most desirable U.S. cities to live in. Conversely, the top 10 least desirable cities, no surprise here, Washington, D.C., New York, San Francisco, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles. Any surprises? Baltimore, Birmingham, Alabama, and Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Buffalo does surprise me a little bit because it's not, I don't know, I never took it to be a terrible city. You know, it's not too big, and I don't know. It's been a while since I've been there, a long time since I've been there, so I guess I really can't judge that. But, yep, most desirable. Right here, 3 of them right here in Florida.
Wow, surprising.
Nice. Tampa, Orlando, and Miami.
And Tampa's number 1. Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised by Tampa.
So am I. I hear mixed reviews about Tampa. As far as states go in income tax, California, Hawaii, and New Jersey are the 3 top ones with income tax. California's 13, almost 14%. Hawaii's got 11 and change. And NJ, Jimmy, our old state, good thing we get out of here, almost 11%. Florida doesn't have it, which is great. I think that's one of the appeals for a lot of people. And you would also think on the sports teams that would be a big attraction for the Dolphins and the Marlins and the Heat, where, you know, these guys make millions of dollars and there's no state income tax, saves them money. But California, 13 and change, Hawaii up there, and then NJ, New Jersey. Those are your top 3. So if you're thinking of moving to any of those 3 states, realize you're going to have to make a little bit more because that's going to be coming out of your paycheck on a weekly basis. And You got to keep that into consideration. You definitely do, because that's a big piece of pie, especially California. 13%, man. That is high. 877-927-6969. Where's the number one city you would like to move to? Probably if you're calling us, you're listening locally, it's going to be nowhere because you love Florida. Everybody does. Jimmy just told you that. The 5 a.m. Club was a book that was written. It was a bestsellers list, and it was about you wake up in the morning at 5 o'clock, and you separate it into 20, 20, and 20. 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reflection on your life, and 20 minutes of learning. And that knocks out the first hour of your day and also gets you on the right path for a successful day. The 5 a.m. Club, and a lot of people do it. Either one of you guys think you could do something like that? Get up at 5 and break it down into the 3:20s?
I don't need 20 minutes to reflect on my life.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Right? There's not much to reflect. I'm with you.
Be grateful for what you have.
I know, yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people say, right? You have a gratitude book, which I did for a bit, and I fell off of it because I'm not grateful for anything. I'm just kidding.
It was on the bestsellers list of the New York Times.
Okay.
I don't know how many people could state it at. It's like the New Year's resolutions, how people drop off real quick.
Own your morning and elevate your life, the 5 a.m. Club.
Yeah. Exercise. I think exercise, a lot of people can do that. The learning part, depends where you want to learn and what you're involved in. You could pick up a book, obviously go on the computer, figure out some stuff.
I mean, the 5 a.m.
What do you consider learning? Yeah.
To them, it's the quietest hours of daybreak, so you have time to exercise, self-renewal, and personal growth. And yes, neuroscience-based practice proves that doing all this helps make it easy to rise while most people are still sleeping in. It's that precious time for yourself is what they claim at 5 a.m.
Yeah, we've heard that. Or similar things before.
Yep.
Like that, yeah.
5 a.m. Club, if you guys think
but then this becomes popular, then everybody is going to be up at 5 a.m., and then it's no longer this whole personal time.
That's right. And then the roads are packed.
You got the whole family up. You got roads packed.
You got Duncan.
Why are you putting out this book?
Yeah, Duncan's packed. You can't go anymore there at 5 o'clock.
Life-changing book, according to the author.
Oh, yes. And it's on the bestsellers list. So I guess a lot of people are checking into it. But again, you got to be able to get up that early. And for some people, 5 o'clock, forget it. That would be extremely early. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. You can also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Earlier in the show, we were talking in the last segment too about that little thing going on there with Ben Affleck, J-Lo, and Suge Knight and all that. Well, there's a little rumor mill going around that now that Ben Affleck is single, there might be another Jennifer that's interested in him, and that other Jennifer is Jennifer Aniston.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a rumor mill going around that Jen has definitely had a mini crush on Ben for years, but he's always been in these very serious long-term relationships, so it's never been able to materialize.
Well, it'll be easy for him to remember her name.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Jennifer Gardner, Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Aniston.
That's important. That can really turn a good night into a bad night.
They had that rom-com in 2009. He's just not that into you, I guess.
What?
That they had worked on. Do you remember that one? I don't.
I do, but I don't.
He's just not that into you.
I didn't know
that was the name of the movie.
So that had a bunch of celebrities in it, but I don't recall the two of them working together in it.
Well, it just says that they were in it together. They worked together on set. So I mean, I guess since then maybe she's had a little bit of a crush on him.
Okay.
There's according to this unnamed source, there's a very friendly and flirty, open line of communication between them, plus a boatload of mutual friends, including John Hamm and Sandra Bullock, who can totally see Ben and Jen becoming a couple down the road. Ben is really exactly Jen's type. He's an overachiever. He's self-made. He's still culturally relevant, and he's still handsome as hell, according to the source.
I can kind of see it because she's not a big attention grabber.
No, not at all.
And yes, she's out there, and yes, she promotes whatever she has to. But other than that, she seems like she likes her own personal space and kind of homebody lifestyle.
Yep. She's had a lot of tough times with romance. And she's
Who hasn't?
It's true. I'm just saying. She talks about it. You know what I mean? Obviously, what she went through with Brad Pitt sucked. That other marriage went bad. So yeah, I mean, who the hell knows? He's got a whole new
Well,
look.
it seems like he has too, so maybe it's perfect.
Oh yeah, forget about him. He's TW, but he's got a whole new look now. He's shaved. He got real short hair.
It could be for a film.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, but a lot of times when celebrities change their looks, it's typically for a new role.
Does he have something coming up?
Which I don't know if he does, but I talked about this, and I
Yeah.
cannot see it happening. So they're doing him and Matt Damon bought the rights or the script for the whole Hulk Hogan Gawker thing. Remember that? The Hulk Hogan Gawker. It's a film that's in development, but it's when Hulk Hogan went after Gawker, and I think Gawker had to pay him like $140 million, and the whole Bubba the Love Sponge was all involved. It was a big mess that happened.
Right,
it was a legal battle against Gawker and Hulk Hogan, but I guess it's that interesting that there is now a film officially in the works.
Really?
And they're saying that Matt Damon and Ben
Interesting.
Affleck's production company has acquired the screenplay for it. So
Now, did that have something to do with that sex tape or no? When remember the Hulk Hogan sex tape was released years ago?
yes, I believe so. Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It was a mess, and he had to go to court and everything.
Yeah,
like
and
that.
that's why he won a $140 million judgment from Gawker Media.
Wow.
Yeah, Gawker, I believe, no longer exists because of that.
We're out.
So, but this is what I find interesting. So they bought this screenplay, and they plan on making it a film. But what's interesting, and I know that makeup and prosthetics can do magic, but they're saying that Affleck is the one who is set to play Hulk Hogan.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
According to reports.
Well,
According
him more
to
than Matt
reports.
Damon. I mean, he's bigger, obviously, taller than Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's still interesting.
Yeah, they could do anything in Hollywood. Obviously, they just did that movie Air together. He played Phil Knight. From the
But it's not a stretch. Like Hulk Hogan is such a character, and just the build. I mean, yes, you can play whoever, but I mean Ben Affleck, and it's not the first. I mean, he has gotten in shape for films and stuff, but like I said, he's a good actor. So I guess with makeup, prosthetics, wigs, all the things, it could happen.
Well, maybe also with this story, if that's the storyline that they're talking about, you might not even see him in the ring. You just might see him at court. You know what I mean? Or would it legally? It was when maybe talking with his friends or his attorney. They might even show videos of him wrestling. So,
I'm not necessarily saying that. I mean, it's not just. I'm not picturing him in the red and yellow spandex. I'm just saying, just being him in general.
Anything's possible. These guys have had a great career, the two of them together, and they do some huge things. That movie Air about Michael Jordan with Nike was a really, really good movie. They did a great job. But you never know what's going to happen and how they can portray it. But that case, I didn't realize he won that much money. God bless him. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you guys want to get involved. Have any opinion on the Olympics or the 5 a.m. club? Do you think you can get involved in that? Let us know. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Well, here's a question. We're seeing more and more robotics and AI coming out. How about this? Would you let a robot dentist work on your teeth? 47142 is our text line. Start off that text with Real Radio. I'm kind of curious whether you would or not, maybe even a doctor or something like that. We're seeing that. And that's one of the things that they're talking about AI becoming better with is like, lawyer stuff, but also doctor things. But I always took it to be more for like paperwork and things like that. But robot dentists are becoming a new thing with an AI company called Perceptive. And they pulled off the first fully automated dental procedure. A robotic arm controlled by AI shaved down a guy's tooth for a crown. It works by 3D mapping the inside of your mouth. Then it clamps onto your jaw. That sounds great. And a drill moves in circles to grind your tooth down.
Ugh.
They claim it offers enhanced precision and efficiency compared to human dentists and also an improved patient experience. Getting a crown normally requires 2 visits, about 1 hour each. But this procedure was done in about 15 minutes. I mean, you want to talk about cutting it down in length.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not really for prime time yet, so keep in mind that it's something for the future. They say they're still about 5 years away from FDA approval, but the plan is to eventually to have them at dental offices all over the country. They recently raised $30 million in funding for this. One of the investors is, maybe you know this name, Dr. Edward Zuckerberg. Of course, that is Mark's dad. So, there's a lot of finance behind it, too, if they
Interesting.
want to make that happen. Would you feel comfortable? Because I know I wouldn't.
I don't like that. No, I don't like dentists to begin with. And then
No.
you put a robot dentist in there?
No.
Uh-uh.
No way. I wouldn't at all.
Something about it,
Just give it some time, right? Let's have them around for a while. I don't want to be one of the first ones in that dental chair. That's it. Like, if you're noticing that they're extremely precise, way more precise than actual dentists themselves, and of course it will be dentists like there are now. There are robotic, like they do surgery with robots, but there's always a surgeon there too.
Yeah, to assist.
So,
and there's usually, the one thing that I picture the difference between like a surgeon is if it's a procedure where the patient is not conscious, right? So the patient doesn't move and everything can be locked and isolated. I don't know, something about like even just getting a dental cleaning. I'm still awake. I'm still moving.
Yes.
What happens if I cough? What happens if there's some weird
from
movement
what I
like
read,
that,
the claim here is if they're fine if you move and stuff. I read about it that it just works around with you.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I mean, we see more and more where they're introducing robotics into like fast food restaurants and things like that. And as much as I hate to see jobs being lost on that negative side of it, at least that's just all right. It's just flipping a burger, or it's putting some fries into some oil and cooking them. But that's a little different than.
But they still
robot
have
working on your
employees.
mouth.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not just going to be ran where it's just robots and no humans around.
No, I understand that. And I'm just, to me, that's the negative side of it versus this being the negative. Where what if this thing slips?
Yeah,
cuts my mouth open or something.
But,
I mean,
90% accuracy rate, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't like the whole thing.
I'm just worried
with
about that other 10%.
I mean, I wouldn't trust it. I'm not comfortable with the whole thing with the cars. With no drivers. I mean, that really freaks me out. But this would definitely, like, if there was ever a problem, and suppose you were, like, freaking out, and the robot didn't realize it, and you're like, stop, and he's drilling away. I mean, no good.
I don't know if you saw, but there was already, I believe this was the first fatal crash with the Tesla Cybertruck. Did you see that?
No, I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, so this was the first one that's happened. If you've not seen those Cybertrucks, I love all the memes and GIFs about it. Somebody's outside their neighborhood, and they're at the big old dumpster. They're like, spotted a Tesla Cybertruck.
Yeah, I see that one.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But it's very, very sad. It's the first one yet, first accident with the Cybertruck that was fatal. There was a person, the driver who died. And they do believe it's the first reported fatal crash in this electric pickup truck. But they said that the crash testing record over the year with Tesla has been pretty stellar. And several of its vehicles are the safety leaders in their categories, which I was not aware of. But they claim here that there are, and right now there's almost 20,000 Cybertrucks on the road.
Wow. Mm-hmm. And they're very expensive, correct?
I don't know if it's crazy expensive.
Yeah, I don't think they're super crazy expensive. They're just, you got to get on a waiting list to get one. I mean, that's the thing.
Yeah, I thought they were like $170,000.
I don't know if they're that pricey. You could be right, G-Man. I don't know if it's that expensive.
Or $150? That's a lot.
Yeah, but they say the Cybertruck lost control for an unknown reason, went off, crashed into a concrete culvert. Following the crash, the Cybertruck caught on fire. And they show the aftermath of the scene. They said that it was just it was one of those things too when they were going to the accident that they were having a hard time opening up the vehicle too.
Terrible.
Yeah. So are they 170K?
Well, the quick search goes anywhere from about 130 to 150. So
that's a lot.
Right around there. So yeah, I guess they are super expensive.
Yeah, that's what I remember hearing from some people. That's a ton of money. And they have that many sold. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll be back with a trifecta and so much more. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
In this world that we live in, it is so much easier to be beautiful. If you are somebody perceived as sexy, hot, attractive, life is 10 times easier.
I don't even know what hardship is like.
Get out of here.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Expect stop-and-go delays southbound 95, 6th Avenue south to Woolbright Road. Lawrence Road is still shut down, Hypoluxo Road to Lantana Road. Spot something on the roads? Call the traffic tip line, pound 250, keyword West Palm Traffic. I'm Ron Hersey.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 in my garage after I overpaid for new blinds. I researched the industry, hired my mom, and 14 years later, we're one of the largest retailers of custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Girls, girls, girls. That's where they are 7 days a week, open to 5 a.m. The beautiful ladies are there with a 5-star menu. And Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. They bring your fantasies to life. Monroe's doing it every day of the week. A good time that turns into a great time only at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Fantasy Fridays. Kick your off your weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
Another insurance story from...
Funerals are expensive. Do we have enough for ours?
Shh. Yeah, I bought Smart Bunny Final Expense Insurance.
Shh. Get up to $25,000 coverage for funeral expenses and other needs for as little as $14 a month. Hop on the Smart Bunny app now for Final Expense Insurance. Smart Bunny Insurance.
Smart Bunny. Smart Bunny.
Your insurance super app. Insurance is sold by Smart Bunny Insurance Services and underwritten by various companies. Coverage exclusions and limitations may apply.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it, but it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping. Woo!
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zepeda, CMO Hyundai Motor America, talks about audio storytelling.
People scratch their heads and say, why would you put your brand on a channel that doesn't show the sheet metal? But for us, it's about storytelling. That's driving a lot of brand awareness, but we can also drive a lot of intent.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the influencers, audiences, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Hey, it's the Greek. Every day you work and you finish at the end of the day, you're closer to your retirement. The financial experts at Trajan Wealth understand no two retirement plans are the same. They offer guidance on a variety of financial objectives, including ways to earn higher potential returns, guaranteed income, and tax concerns. Let Trajan Wealth help you develop a plan that will meet your financial goals. Call them today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000, offices in West Palm Beach. If you're working right now, at the end of the day, you'll say, man, another day in the books, but you're close to retirement every day you work. Let Trajan Wealth help you. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. They'll help you with a retirement plan that'll make you enjoy South Florida. And in South Florida, there's a lot to do and a lot to enjoy. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
For more information about contests on this station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Sarah Spain with iHeart Women's Sports, presented by Capital One. The U.S. women's national soccer team is moving on to the gold medal match for the first time since 2012 after beating Germany 1-0. After a tense 90 minutes, Soph Smith finally put one in the back of the net in extra time in the 95th minute. Smith has been directly involved in a goal in 4 of the U.S.'s 5 matches at the Games. They'll face Brazil in the gold medal game at 11 a.m. Eastern Saturday. For more women's sports stories, subscribe to Good Game with Sarah Spain on iHeart Podcast.
With the Venture X business card from Capital One, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Terms and conditions apply. Find out more at CapitalOne.com/VentureXBusiness.
The final week from Paris.
It's Noah Lyles! The 20-year drought is over for the Americans.
The 800 still belongs to the one and only Katie Ledecky. Scotty Scheffler adds gold to his Green Jackets.
Bring the summer games with you from your phone to your car or wherever you listen. Open the free iHeart app now and enable push notifications for live updates from Paris. iHeartRadio, the exclusive audio home of NBC's coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympics.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in. 12:45 today is our giveaway, and then 1:35 we'll do some WWGD. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it's time for a Greek trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
All right, for the last week, it's been getting more and more juice. The Chicago White Sox kept losing. They won last night. Finally, they won a game, so hats off to the organization, the team, and all the players, because that'd be such a pain in the you-know-what. They lost 21 in a row. Now, if you were betting against them, that was probably Cha-Ching City, because that is a long losing streak. But they ended up winning last night, so hats off to the White Sox. At least they're not going to be known to hear about that every single day. Last night, the Marlins also got beat by the Reds 2 in a row. That series continues tonight. Yankees were postponed, so they got a doubleheader today. Yanks playing 2 today. The Mets got beat by Colorado. Those are your baseball scores. In the Olympics, USA is starting to really pull away with the medal count, which is great. 24 gold and 86 medals overall. U.S. men's basketball team won big yesterday, covered first half, and they covered for the game. LeBron had 12 points and 9 assists, so big game for him. Women played today 3:30 against Nigeria. What a streak they got going. 58 in a row they've won. 58 games. My God, that is going back 12 years. They have not lost in 58 games in the Olympics, trying to get their, I believe, 10th gold medal in a row. So hats off to the women. They are doing a great job. They should win today. They are big favorites today, too, 24 points. Last night, Hard Knocks, first episode, Chicago Bears showed the facility, showed their rookies and everybody out there, got to know their coach a little. Saban did a cameo. He actually stopped by the Bears camp because the head coach of the Bears and Saban coached the head coach of the Bears years ago at college. So at, I believe, Toledo. So he was stopping in, giving him some advice, trying to help him with his rookie quarterback and things he should look for. And it was pretty interesting. A lot of pressure on the Bears this year. People, their expectations are very high. We'll see what happens. But again, Hard Knocks is back. Another indication that the NFL is right around the corner, which is always a great thing. And college football will be here too. 24th, Florida State kicks off against Georgia Tech. 31st, it's the Canes against the Gators. Gators having one of the toughest schedules in all of college football. And don't forget the Gators you can hear on Real Radio all season long. We'll kick that off the 31st. The game starts at 3:30, and 12:30 is the pregame. And that is your Greeks trifecta. Peace. 877-927-6969. That's the number to call if you guys want to get involved, or text us at Real Radio 47142, or email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
We got a couple text messages at 47142. Some about Ben, some about Cybertruck, some robot dentist. Says here, he's just not that into the movie. Ben Affleck and Jenna Aniston were the couple who had been together for 7 years and lived together, but not married because he didn't believe in marriage. Spoiler alert, he proposes to her at the end.
Oh.
This is one of my favorite movies.
I was going to watch it.
Thank you, Sarah.
He just ruined my night.
Jesus.
It's been so long since I've seen it, but have you seen the cast?
A lot of people.
It's a ton of people. 2009. So if you haven't watched it, shame on you. Spoiler. Scarlett Johansson, Bradley Cooper, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Connelly, Jennifer Goodwin. Lots of Jennifers. We said Ben. Justin Long.
That's the only name he knows.
Barrymore, Kevin Connolly.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it's a who's who.
That was a star-studded
I
cast.
remember that movie.
Busy Phillips. I got Chris Christopherson. I got to revisit that movie because I do not remember much about it, but I know I've seen it. So thank you for that spoiler, Sarah. Just kidding.
Now you ruined Jimmy's night.
Somebody says robot dentist. No, thank you. And then we have the Tesla Cybertrucks. Look like what the movies portrayed as futuristic vehicles in any 80s movie. Which is kind of right.
Sure.
Yeah. And then we have Cybertruck fatal crash. I know that the idea of electrical vehicles makes headlines when they crash, regardless of driver error or vehicle malfunction. To me, it's ridiculous to report because there are nearly 100 fatalities in the U.S. daily that are auto-related. Not only that, but there's nearly 8,000 injuries a day in the USA auto-related.
Sure.
So you are right.
Well, I got that, and that's why we were just kind of up against a break there. But I wanted to ask if there was any information on that. Was the crash related to the automated system on the vehicle? Because that's kind of the part where we were talking about there, as far as the conversation was concerned.
Not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I think it would have said, and it would have been part of the part that you did read there. But because vehicles crash every single day. Doesn't matter what they're powered by.
They are expensive, though. Like I said, $150,000 for that truck. And I see them once in a while. They're definitely eye-catching when you see them. And I'm like, wow.
I will say, I saw a cherry red one. It was mirror. I don't want to say cherry, but it was that mirrored look, too.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I've ever seen one like that. I saw it at the Palm Beach airport. Because normally you see the typical gunmetal and gray.
That's what I've always seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a guy at the cigar lounge stops in, and one guy at New York Prime always has one. They're just... To me, they're weird looking, but I guess people love them, and that's why they're selling so many of them. 877-927-6969. Would you join in the 5 a.m. club? Getting up at 5 o'clock in the first hour gets cut into 3:20s. Exercise, reflection, and learning. Could you do that? Or how long could you do it for? But again, if you're succeeding and you feel like your life is better and you're getting out of the gate stronger, that's a good thing. It always is. You could also text us at Real Radio 47142 or email Jimmy at realradio921.com. Dolphins are home Friday night against the Falcons, preseason game. And don't forget, there is practice today, and you guys can check it out. Go to their website. They're having practice, and it's open practice to the public against the Atlanta Falcons. So if you guys want to get down there, the facility is beautiful. I was there Saturday. They have a lot of different things for everybody to do, and it's great to bring the kids. And it's a beautiful facility. But you can watch the Falcons, too, so you get 2 for 1. Jimmy or Franny, have you ever gone to a preseason football game?
No.
No?
No. I've only been to a handful of regular season games.
Yeah.
I think I have. I don't know. I think I have. I don't know. My whole life, probably yes.
Have you ever gone to a Marlin game?
No.
Marlins are still
But
not there.
I have been to a Marlins game.
Yeah.
I just haven't been to a Marlins game in the stadium that they're at now. But back when they used to play
Miami,
yeah,
right?
yeah, back when they played at the Hard Rock Stadium.
Yeah.
I went to a few games there.
Yeah, I've gone to a few preseason games over the years. I mean, they're just like, you just can't wait for them to end. There's so much going on where you're looking for distractions, and it doesn't matter. But it does matter for the guys out there on the field trying to make the team. Right now, Olympics, USA and Poland are playing right now in volleyball. That is going on right now. And the coverage continues all the way through Sunday night when the Olympics ends. Who's been the biggest star so far? If you have an opinion, let us know. Has it been a player, or is it just simply Snoop Dogg? Because it seems like everybody talks about Snoop, and I haven't heard too much about the players, to be honest with you.
Is there anybody? Because you asked that. So I would think maybe like a Gabby Thomas. I don't want to take anything away from Simone Biles. Obviously, extremely great and has a whole bunch of medals again this year. I almost take a little bit away because we kind of expect it from her, right?
Yep.
I mean, as sad as that is,
I agree.
don't mean to take anything away from her, but seeing what Gabby Thomas did the past couple days, and Cole Hawker, he had a hell of a run yesterday, come from behind and end up winning gold for his, what was that, the men's 1,500 meter race. Boy, he just turned on the afterburners. It's just unbelievable how they just take off at the end like that. Like, man, where do they get that extra gas?
The U.S. won gold and silver. Is that right? With that one, with the 1,500?
I don't know.
And even a name maybe you're not familiar with, but should be, because she is the most decorated female Olympian, is Katie Ledecky, too.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Yeah.
I think sometimes what happens when the games is when it's a name more like you were referring to that comes out of nowhere. With the other girl, she's won so many times.
Simone Biles. But
Yeah.
but she is, I think, to me, probably one of the biggest names.
Of course.
Which would put her in the category that you're saying, the biggest name right now in the Olympics.
But I think, like Jimmy said, people accept she's going to win. It's just like the men's basketball. Nobody's ever really surprised when they win because they got such a great team and they're stacked. They're going to win. Like, you're like, it would be a shock if they lost. It'd be a shock if they had a close game. But yeah, I think Gabby Thomas, like I said, she's the one right now. They talked about her the last year where they anticipated her having a great Olympic and to win some gold medals.
I don't think you hear too many other sports like the gymnastics like that Simone does. There's other times that they compete, right?
Yep.
So and you kind of hear about it in the news a little bit that, she won at some other international set of games or something. Again, they're not very often, but they're a little bit more than maybe track and field,
Yep.
other type
Good
of
point.
events. So, hurdles and things like that. I don't know. Maybe that's just my perception and how I see it.
Well, it's not covered. That's, you know what I mean? Like, nobody even talks about
Right.
it. You don't even know.
You don't
the
know.
majors are talked about, and those sports are covered. But if you were like, I don't know, 3 months ago, hey, there's a track and field match on Thursday night or Sunday. Nobody's watching it. Nobody even knows. That's why when a lot of these guys come out, and girls in all these areas, it's the first time you're even, you don't even know who it is. Unless it's somebody who repeats. Like 4 years ago. The swimmers seem to get a lot of juice because they had such great success. Like, obviously, Phelps, who won it for years, and again, becomes a household name.
And to me, it just depends on what you like to watch. I think it's exciting to watch swimming. I think it's exciting to watch track and field. I was talking with my husband yesterday, and they were talking about the synchronized swimming teams, or the whatever they call it. I don't know if it's still synchronized swimming, but the dance. And to me, it doesn't interest me. But as I was watching some of the clips, I was like, that is so difficult to do.
Can't even imagine.
It is but I don't know if they don't get that much hype. But when you watch it, I mean, the athleticism to do what they do, floating upside down, and to do dance. I mean, it is.
It's unbelievably
But there are
hard.
probably people who are just like, that's all I want to watch. So it just depends on who you're around and what you enjoy watching, what's exciting to you.
There was a video of that of the China, and I just happened to be the clip that I saw. And you're right, what they can do and the way they can make their body go up and down into the water without pushing off the bottom. I mean, that's the thing. It's
crazy.
Absolutely amazing.
It is.
And
It
you're right. That's one of those sports that gets very little recognition, but boy, it is very athletic.
Any sport that you're watching in the Olympics, you got to be the top of your game. Obviously, I don't think people realize how hard it is. And they're showing everything. Water polo, every sport that you watch these athletes, you're saying, man, they're in a top shape. And God bless them.
Yeah.
And this is their one opportunity to get out there, represent their country, and to do well. And they've been practicing for years, and they really have. The golf doesn't get a lot of attention in the Olympics, only because who won, we're familiar with.
You guys want to? We're a little late. You guys want to do a giveaway?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's our time to give away a prize. We have a pair of tickets to see Megadeth with special guest Mudvayne and All That Remains. The show is at I Think Financial Amphitheater Saturday, August 24th. It's not a school night, kids, so you can stay out and play. Megadeth tickets. You want to go? Give us a call right now. 877-927-6969. It's 3-Word Wednesday, and that's where I give you 3 words, and you've got to give us a word that would associate with those other 3. Typically, the word that we're looking for will go in front of or in back of the 3 words that I give you. A little bit of a hint to make it a little bit easier for you. You want to go see Megadeth? Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969. I see the phone lines are blowing up. I'm going to get some people lined up, and we'll get going in a minute.
Thank you, Jimmy. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call if you want to go to this concert and enjoy yourself on Real Radio. 877-927-6969. Before you know it, another couple weeks, Greek Gridiron will kick it off. And I believe our first show will be September 6th, a Friday. We'll give you all the details. We're going to be at 2 locations this year. We'll let you guys know where you guys can come out. And we'll also talk about the grand prize from ETA Jets, what they're giving the grand prize winner. And on a weekly basis, it hasn't changed. If you beat me, you get a $150 gift card to New York Prime, my favorite restaurant, bar none. Was there last night and having a good time sitting at the bar with a bunch of my friends, enjoying the atmosphere and the great steak. New York Prime, the best, and our partners for years. So weekly, you're going to get that gift card. And for the grand prize, ETA Jets is going to come up with it. And we will explain it to you guys. It is a big prize again. Last couple of years, we had Vegas. This is sort of tied to Vegas a little bit. Maybe it's south in our state. And you'll have a great time again. Want to thank ETA Jets. All the sponsors. We'll get into all that and so much more when Greek Gridiron continues. Starts again. I don't know what year it is. 22, 23, 20 years. It's one of those. I think it's at least 21 or 22. But we'll let you know the locations in the next couple weeks. But 877-927-6969, that is the number to call if you guys want to give us a call to win and get on the contest. Jimmy's getting everybody lined up. And don't forget, if you want to watch the Olympics, a good place to go is Monroe's. Go to Monroe's and check it out, have a good time, and you'll pick up a gold medal and a beautiful lady and enjoy yourself. Only at Monroe's, 7 days a week, open to 5 a.m. Jimmy, are we ready?
We are ready, and we're starting today's contest with Mark. He got through first. Mark, welcome to the Penthouse. How you doing today, bud?
I'm doing real good, Jimmy. Thanks.
All right, Mark, let's see if we can get you set up with these tickets to go see Megadeth. I'm going to read you 3 words. You have to let us know what word would be associated with those 3 and kind of think of along the lines of in front of or in the back of, just to kind of give you a little bit of a hint. Okay, bud?
Okay.
All right, here is your set of words. River, note, account. River, note, account. What word would go with river, note, account?
Bank.
There you go.
Nice
That's how you do
job.
it right there.
Yeah.
It's a winner. Matter of fact, we did that so fast I didn't even get to my page that has my winner bell.
I know. We didn't even get to start the timer.
Yeah.
Franny looked at me. I went, what?
Well, I think he forgot the timer. I was like, put timer.
Timer, quick.
Good job.
All right, great job, Mark. You know the drill. I'm going to put you on hold, and we'll get back to you here in a minute. All right, bud?
Awesome. Thank you very much, Jimmy.
All right.
Penthouse.
Congratulations.
Nice job, and that's how you do it right there.
Great job. Thank you, Jimmy, for your help, as always, and congratulations to our winner. Every day we have a giveaway for you guys, 11:45, couple days, 12:45. Just pay attention, and you'll have an opportunity to win a great prize from Real Radio. 877-927-6969. I don't think a lot of people would want to be in this club, but the 5 a.m. club, would you want to be in it? Imagine a weekend for you. Ooh, what about 17 tequilas from the night before? That'd be tough. But it's to be in a 5 a.m. club, you get up first hour, 20 minutes of learning, 20 minutes of exercise, and 20 minutes of reflecting on your life and gratitude. Exercise could be, I don't think that's a tough one. The learning, I don't know. You got to figure out what you want to learn. The gratitude might be tough, though, for 20 minutes to sit there. But people do it, and they are successful, and they do feel a lot better about themselves and the day they're about to have in front of them. So might want to look into it if you're a little bit maybe, your lamb chops are not touching a dish. You might be like, hey, maybe I'll try this 20-20-20, and I'll feel a lot better about myself. 877-927-6969. Olympics going on right now, and Team USA is playing Team Poland in volleyball. So we'll see what goes on with that, and we'll get you some results. Don't forget the women play today at 3:30. Big favorites. They have a 58-game winning streak on the line, and they are playing Nigeria. I think they're minus 22. Jimmy, are you going to go back on that play and maybe put first half women today?
Yeah, I think I like that one. We'll have to go see what the current number is and maybe put a couple shekels on it. Why not? Ride the streak.
That's right.
What's that? So when do you know when the men's play next?
I think they play Thursday.
Thursday? Okay.
I think. I get double check. It's the semifinals because the finals are this weekend. I think the finals are Saturday, so I'm thinking Thursday.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah.
If it was Saturday, sure. My phone isn't working.
Yeah,
so
they'll be big favorites again. Obviously, yesterday, 26 points. And they covered, which was pretty awesome for them. And the first half, too. Jimmy had the first half laying 15.5. Men's did what they had to do. LeBron had a big game. Edwards had a big game. They're playing great as a team right now and doing everything they got to do. I'd be shocked if they didn't win the gold. But we'll see what happens. You never know.
So we're down to just four teams?
That's it.
All right. France and Germany play each other tomorrow at 11:30. And then Serbia and the U.S. play tomorrow at 3. So, yeah, Thursday, like you said. And
do they have their lines up?
USA is laying 16.5 against Serbia. And France is getting 4.5 from Germany.
Ooh.
And USA is laying 28.5. Well, you just mentioned that, 28.5 against Nigeria. And that is today at 3:30. So, yeah, we're going to have to put a little money right there.
So, 26 or 28? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. For the game?
For the line?
Yeah.
28.5. I'm sorry. Against Nigeria. Yep. 28.5.
So I'm saying first half probably about 16. I'm thinking 16.5.
Let's take a look. Spread. Either team halftime winner excludes overtime. Total points to win. Let's see. Halves. There we go. First half spread is USA minus 16.5.
Oof. Right on.
Minus plus 110.
Ride it out, Jimmy. Let's go.
There we
go. By 17 at halftime. Right. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. On a Wednesday. We'll come back with some fun facts. And don't forget WWGD later in the show. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
One of the top stories in Paris, Cole Hocker and Yara DeGoose adding to the Team USA medal count in a dramatic men's 1,500 meters. Hocker kicking it home to win gold. DeGoose with the bronze. Hocker, the surprise winner, was overjoyed.
Doing it with USA across my chest is just such an honor.
Olympic action today includes the U.S. women's basketball team in the quarterfinals facing Nigeria.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Lunchtime drive up to speed along our Palm Beach expressways. No major delays. We do have road work slowing us down State Road 7 north at Weissman Way. That left lane is blocked. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. I started Blindster in 2010 in my garage after I overpaid for new blinds. I researched the industry, hired my mom, and 14 years later, we're one of the largest retailers of custom blinds in the U.S. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
When the going gets tough, the tough get StormSmart. Since 1996, StormSmart has simplified the process of protecting your home. Our storm catcher screens and shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart ensures your experience from purchase through installation is seamless. We know what it takes to keep your home safe, livable, and beautiful. Because Smart is making it easy to protect your home. And Smart is simple. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
Is there a sticker on your garage door? If something goes wrong and you need an expert to solve your problem, are you just going to call that number because the sticker told you to? I mean, isn't that something your husband would do? Better call these guys, honey. The sticker said so. Can't violate the International Sticker Code now, can I? What kind of self-respecting man in a house surrenders his independence to a ratty old scrap of paper with glue on the back? Of course, if you find a Mo Better Garage sticker on it, you might want to listen to your husband just this once. Because all garage door stickers are not created equal. No matter who installed your garage door, you can call us to repair it. Our technicians are expertly trained on the widest range of equipment with the experience to solve any problem. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. After we fix it, we'll put our sticker on it. So your husband has someone to call.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Should I be supporting my brain health?
There's a way to support your overall brain health, including memory, and it's called Nariva. Nariva Brain Health supplements have clinically tested ingredients that can support up to 7 indicators of brain health, including memory. Look for Nariva at Walmart today and feel the difference. Also try Nariva Ultra with clinically tested cognitive and feel mentally alert. Available at Walmart. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This hurricane season is predicted to be extreme. Your house is your castle. Don't wait. Call Castle Impact Windows, a folding shutter corporation division today for a free estimate. 561-683-4811. High quality made in-house CastleImpactWindows.com.
If you're looking to move out of your parents' place, you could really cut expenses by bundling your car and renter's insurance with Progressive, which is good because your little brother has gotten really territorial. You're blood related. You'd think it would be fine to share food in the fridge. I mean, who writes their name on every individually wrapped slice of cheese, Tyler? Still, you've got to admire the commitment. So bundle your renter's and car insurance with Progressive and use the savings to help you move out and have all the cheese you want. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort. Now, I know you're probably spelling comfort in your head and asking yourself, is that possible? Am I just a really bad speller? Look, I don't know your spelling aptitude, but Skechers most definitely put the S in comfort. Because Skechers is the comfort technology company and has developed fits and features that change everything you know about comfort. Like hands-free Skechers slip-ins, the ultimate in comfort and convenience. It's footwear you just step into and they're on, with no bending down. Find Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Real Radio weather.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America, N.A., copyright 2024.
If you or someone you know suffered any injuries involving a deployed airbag, you could be entitled to compensation. Morgan & Morgan has already recovered millions. Get America's largest injury law firm fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We got some WWGD later in life. I give people directions because I'm starting to learn how to cook now, and that's a big thing I'm doing. Kidding. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for some fun facts.
It's fun facts. All righty. I know Jimmy mentioned this during this day in history, but if you weren't tuned in at the time, today is Purple Heart Day. And that's what I have some fun facts about that, but it's also Beach Party Day. So maybe after work, have a beach party. Maybe have a beach party next to a lighthouse because it's National Lighthouse Day. Mm-hmm. Celebrated by getting a tattoo earlier this morning. Just kidding, I've had it this whole time. It's Raspberries and Cream Day, Professional Speakers Day, and National Sea Serpent Day, if you were curious.
Sea Serpent Day. Nice.
This one's weird. This is hard to say. Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day. That's a holiday. Who the heck comes up with these things? Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day.
No idea.
I don't know either. But let's get into some facts about the Purple Heart. Hold on, I'll pull them up right here because I did some separately. All righty. So we have right here the Purple Heart Day. Sorry. I should be more prepared. On August 7th, 1782, George Washington created the award, originally called the Badge of Military Merit, to give to soldiers for any commendable action. It was also awarded to a few soldiers during that time and forgotten about until it was reinstated on Washington's 200th birthday, February 22nd, 1932.
He'll look good, too.
Did he? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same.
He had the wooden teeth.
Yeah.
He always had a nice smile.
Yeah.
It's actually the same date of birth as my father.
Nice.
Uh-huh. One U.S. president has a Purple Heart. Do you know who that is?
John F. Kennedy?
Bush.
John F. Kennedy.
Oh.
Yeah. John F. Kennedy is the only U.S. president to earn a Purple Heart while serving in the Navy during World War II.
PT 109.
Navy veteran John Kennedy is the only U.S. president to have received it after he sustained a back injury when a Japanese destroyer sunk his patrol torpedo boat near the Solomon Islands during World War II. Incidentally, his brother Joseph also received a Purple Heart for his service, and this is after he passed in World War II. While Kennedy's the only president to receive a Purple Heart, both Roosevelt's Presidents Franklin Delano and Theodore had sons who received Purple Hearts. Also have civilian Purple Hearts were allowed for those under competent military authority from 1962 to 1998. It was the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor. Celebrities with these Purple Hearts, some of them, Oliver Stone, Kurt, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but have him, is it Vonnegut? Are you familiar with that?
I don't know.
Pat Tillman and Charles Bronson were a few that have Purple Hearts. There are also some non-human recipients, 2 doggos, Chips, and Sergeant Stubby, each received, I like that, Sergeant Stubby, each received Purple Hearts for wounds they received in World War II. During the Korean War, during the Korean War, a horse named Sergeant Reckless was awarded 2 Purple Hearts. They said the award criteria no longer allows for service animals to receive the same medals earned by human service members, but they can still earn prestigious nonprofit animal organization awards. So I guess those are the only ones who were able to get it at the time when they stopped doing it. The animal organization awards, the Dickon Medal, for example, is presented by a British animal welfare organization called the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals. It's considered the equivalent of the Victoria Cross, which is the highest award for animals. And then we have other Purple Awards. Some U.S. states and law enforcement agencies have their own versions of the Purple Heart. Texas has the Star of Texas Award given to peace officers, firefighters, and emergency first responders who were killed or suffer serious injury in the line of duty. Iowa has a law enforcement Purple Heart Medal for law enforcement officers who have been seriously wounded or killed in the line of duty as a result of combat incident. And the Drug Enforcement Agency's Purple Heart Award is given to individuals who lost their lives or were seriously injured enforcing the drug laws of the United States. And then finally here, and I did look it up, I didn't know you could do this. If you don't have a Purple Heart or any other medal, not just a Purple Heart, that you or a loved one earned, maybe it's lost somehow, some way, they say that you can go to archives.gov and you can actually go there and request one as long as you have all the information
That's
for it.
great.
Mm-hmm.
It's very nice.
And there you go for your fun facts today.
Thank you, Francis. Great job. Jimmy, I know you said something on some financial advice on BuzzFeed.
Yeah, some people always willing to give their advice, and right now we are in some hard economic times for some people, and these are some money tips that people shared on BuzzFeed, as Greek said there. A couple of these are not anything surprising that you haven't heard before, but like put your money into a high yield savings account. I was over 40 before I realized this. Now I wish I had put the money I had saved to buy a house into a high yield account. I sat on that money for years in a traditional savings, earning little interest. It makes me so mad that I didn't know about it then. And I think the thing about that too is, I don't know if a lot of people realize that they're out there. I mean, you got to search them out. I mean, a lot of times you're not going to find it at your local bank. You're going to have to look at a financial institution. It took me quite a while to find one, and my parents told me about it, and I finally set myself up with one too, because they are out there. A lot of the local banks are only going to give you not even close to a 1% return on your money. So look into that if you don't already have one. When I first started working, money was very tight, so I decided not to contribute to my 401k. Thinking I'd do it once I was on my feet. I ended up putting it off until I was 30. Not too bad, still.
Not too bad.
It was an incredibly dumb move, and I missed out on so much employer match money and interest of income.
Did I write that?
Something, yeah.
And I waited past that because it was right when I just, and that was the same thing because money was tight. I didn't want extra money taken out, this and that. And it was so dumb of me because then first of all, just in general, I should have started it from the get-go when I started here with the company because it's been a long time. But then when I did, I only had 1 year of them matching it, and then it went to them matching it not at all.
No, they don't. They came back for a little while, then they stopped again. I think a lot of it with the financial advice, it really starts when you're young from your family, and because that's where a lot of knowledge, you hear it from a lot of people I know, and sometimes, a lot of times, like you said, Jimmy, people just don't know. Even about, even credit cards. Like I told one of my buddies the other night, and he was in shock. And this is a guy who does very well about he's paying 22%. I get a credit card with zero and transfer it. Had no knowledge of doing it. And not a guy, smart guy, does very well. Just didn't even know. Just was paying for years. I go, you could transfer that to zero. He goes, how do you do that? I said, just go online, check it. There's a lot of credit cards. But something as simple as that, or like you said, the savings. I mean, you get into certain areas, you got to look, and certain people are going to give you, certain banks are going to give you higher interest rates.
Yeah, I mean, it's just typically I haven't noticed any banks that do that have a high yield savings account, but they're out there and you can find it. But you have to look into it a little bit. And Greek makes a great point there. This other person wrote in saying, give every dollar you have a job. So let's say you have $100 in your checking account with no purpose, and I had $1,000 to spend on. I often did. So what they did is they've got $1,000. So they'll say, okay, 500 of this is here, 200 is for here, 100 is for savings. Like you give every dollar you have a job. So that way it's specified, even if it's just savings, or even if you want some for recreation, you can do it. But when you just look at the 1,000 as a lump sum, it makes it, oh, look, I got 1,000 I could spend. Yeah. No, you don't. You got to kind of allocate that and keep it in your mind. And it is a budget, even if it's only in your head.
But if it helps you, it's a good thing. Just like we said years ago, almost similar to, having the Christmas clubs, vacation clubs. You put it away and that's what it is. And then at the end of the day, you look at it and say, well, this is what I have to spend. And I can't move on.
And something that's very similar to that, many banks will let you open extra accounts at no extra cost, and you can link them together. A $1,000 paycheck, again, using that as a number with direct deposit. And you can have auto transfers, means you can have 500 go into a certain account for certain days too. And that's another way that you can not only mentally think of that and making every one of those dollars count, but it actually puts it into a separate account for something too. And again, maybe it's a little bit easier way for you to keep track of it too. It keeps it more organized. These are just a couple of money saving tips that some people shared. Paying for services annually instead of monthly. There you go, Franny. You can often save 20 to 30% by paying annually, and most specifically, like Netflix or Hulu and those different accounts. And I don't know if you've ever noticed it, but at least on some of the ones that I've seen, if you pay for it for the year, typically it'll be like $8.99 a month. It'll be $89.99 for the year, so you get 2 months for free.
That's huge,
and that's something that I'm trying to catch up on some of mine. There's one of the services that I have. I can't find where I can change it to an annual yet. I know it's there. I just haven't been able to find it yet. But hey, why not? You get 2 months for free.
There are so many things that you're not aware of. When I moved into my apartment, and something I should have took notice to, if I signed for 15 months, I would have got a month and a half free. Never even realized.
Right.
I didn't know. I just, you know what I mean? I just wasn't having the knowledge. I signed a year at a time, and the girl said to me after 2 years one day, she goes, I don't know why you didn't sign for 15 months. You would have got a month and a half. That would have been a big savings, like $6,000.
Sure.
I didn't realize it.
Help out quite a bit. Finally, this one, there's no point in saving every friggin' penny you earn if you don't set aside something to have some fun. So my advice is to take 5% of your yearly salary and just have some fun. If you don't use it at all, then just let it roll over and maybe you have even a better time next year. That's not necessarily a money saving tip, but hey, you got to have a little fun too, huh?
The thing with the salary, I think a lot of people have a question with is, and it always comes back to, is it your salary or is it your net? And a lot of things, people always have that question. Like when they say you should save 20% of your, whatever it is, a third of your salary. Is it your salary or is it your net? Because they're two different numbers, obviously, and it's a big difference.
I always go by net.
Okay.
My gross, your gross is your gross, and a lot of that. I mean, you can't touch. It's not. Like, in a way, it's not yours. I mean, it is. I know we don't. I'm not getting nitpicky here. The point is, that's what you have to work with is your net. So that's why I always go by net. Franny, do you look at it differently?
I look at it the same way. Yeah.
And also, if you're with somebody, you need somebody who has a little bit of a control. If you're two spenders, you got problems. You really do. If you're somebody like, somebody's a little bit tight with it, it's good. It really is, because that'll help you in the long run. And then again, you hear that saying for a lot of people people who say you can't take it usually live to like about 99. And then they end up having problems. So it's really, money is a very important thing, how you handle it, what you spend. You got to respect money. I didn't for years. I'll be the first to say it. And, sometimes it's lifestyle. Sometimes it's what you do. Sometimes it's people around you. But there are a lot of ways you can save money and ways that we spend money today that we just crazy amount of money. And we talk about it all the time, coffee, just the price of coffee. And when you go to Starbucks and things like that, the amount of money people spend, that people didn't do that years ago. 877-927-6969. If you guys want to give us a call about the 5 a.m. club, would you get involved with that?
We have a text at 47142 says, I am part of the 5 a.m. club, but we meet at 10 o'clock.
Nice.
That's nice. I like that.
And then it says, Greek, which would you pick over or under on Detroit and Seattle game? Detroit over 5.5 minus 130 or Seattle under 5.5 plus 105?
He's talking baseball, I assume, today. No opinion. I will look at it later, but I don't have an opinion now. Jimmy, we have somebody on hold?
We do. We got our buddy Buddha checking in with us. Hey, Buddha, what's going on, bud?
What's happening?
Hi, Buddha.
Buddha, what is happening? How was the big concert last night? What concert did you go see? What was the name of it?
Good show last night, Limp Bizkit.
Limp Bizkit. I know you were jacked up.
You brought him out on stage, right? We got that set up for you?
I got on stage with Corey Feldman early.
Oh, nice.
That worked out great.
Nice.
Did you see Corey?
I wasn't there early enough to see Corey, but he came out with Limp Bizkit in the beginning and in the end. And he looked exactly like he did 30 years ago, trying to dance like Michael Jackson.
Really? Did he have the glove on and all that stuff?
He had whatever he had on. He looked exactly the same, trying to do exactly the same things. And he might as well be a 15-year-old kid.
Yeah, I saw some pictures of him from when he opened, people who post on social media, and he was wearing like a very glittery, sparkly suit, laying on the floor, singing with a ski mask on his face.
Oh, jeez.
Like a full-on.
Wow.
I was like, what kind of circus is this?
I thought it would have been Port Authority, 3 a.m. Jesus.
I walked in, and a friend I was with like, I always want to check out the shirts. All right, let's check out the shirts. I go, he's like, not so many shirts. I said, yeah, but that Corey Feldman poster is perfect for you.
Nice. How much was that?
I didn't even look at the price, but there's one big Corey Feldman poster in the middle of all the T-shirts. I'm like, that picture's you.
Got
it for your house.
Got to thank your daughter for bringing me back a hat. I had it on last night from the Olympics, and I got about 10 compliments about it. Almost sold it twice. I got to be honest. But
of course you did.
You know me. I was at New York Prime. One guy offered me $75, which was if he went to 100, I would have took it.
I'm sure you would have. 100 would have been the number.
Oh yeah, the 100 was the number. Then somebody else at a cigar bar 35, but I wasn't selling it for 35.
I couldn't believe last night that the place was packed on a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
The whole place was full. What's the whole 20,000 people, 18,000, whatever.
Really?
Couldn't believe it. Yep. And the age of the people, they were like our age. They're like they literally did a show of the 90s.
That's cool.
They played a couple songs for Greek. They said this one's for Greek, and they played Careless Whisper.
Oh yeah, I definitely wanted to get out there. I was so upset last night, but I had to watch Hard Knocks from the Bears.
They played Careless Whisper in between songs, and they still played the one song Faith they did.
Really?
Big George Michael fan. Yeah.
Nice. That's a little weird that they played that. It's crazy. So Corey Feldman, any chance of him coming to your restaurant?
I threw a sign up that said, "Can you please come to Burt Max's?" and I got no response.
Really? Oh my God. Well, you got Sid Rosenberg stopped in the other day.
Yes, Sid stopped in the other day. Yep, my long lost cousin.
I still can't believe you guys are cousins. That is crazy. You and Sid. Sid's a good man. Miss him. Didn't get to see him when he came down here, but he is very unique. I did see that he had a huge delay waiting for the flights, and everybody's been going through that this week, which is crazy.
Everyone's going through it.
It is crazy.
I had a friend that actually was supposed to come home the other day, and he drove from New York back to Miami. He got back yesterday.
Wow.
Because he couldn't get a flight. Yeah.
So, Buddy, you're a huge concert guy. I know that about you. It blows my mind that you just, you love the concerts. Concerts and restaurants are your two things, and horse betting. What is a concert? What is a group that you haven't seen that you would love to see?
That I haven't seen that I would love to see.
Anybody?
That's a good question. I don't think I've seen everything, but I can't
move that trip. To be honest with you,
I went to the last 3 shows in San Francisco last year, and my wife's like, "Yeah, it's the last of the last shows you're going to, right?" And then they start playing the Sphere. So
I can't believe she let you go to that one. I don't think she's going to okay a Vegas trip. She's pretty tough. She scares me. You know that.
Yeah, I know. She's not that scary, but
she's the best. But she's tough to bring something home to. Be like, hey, I think I'm going to Vegas. Greek's depressed. I want to go see Grateful Dead. I don't think she's going to fall for that.
I got to pick and choose, when I want to pull a card.
I know. You're very good at that. You are very good at that. That's why you guys have been married for a long time. You're smart.
I'll be like, hey, Susan, I'm going to live on Sunday this Sunday. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, she goes, all right, I'm not going. Of course I know you're not going, but I'm going to go. Okay.
Yeah, well, you ask, she's not going to go to that. It's great. Buddha, always great talking to you. Are you getting ready for football season? How about your Canes? You think they'll have a good team?
Might not be as ready as you, but I'm definitely ready for the Dolphins to have a good season.
Yeah, Tua was asking about you the other day when I was down training camp. He goes, how's Buddha? You get any new Jordans?
Yeah. I'm sure he was. He's very curious about what I do on a daily basis.
All right, brother. You have a great place. Have a great day and enjoy.
And you have a great place.
You have a great place, too.
Yeah, Burt Max. Nice there.
Burt Max is always a great place.
Thank you very much, guys. You have a good night, good afternoon, day, whatever time it is.
All right, you too, buddy.
Take care, Buddha.
Probably still coming down for the night. He went to, what was it, Limp Bizkit last night?
Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, and he had a great time. He was so jacked up. I saw him in the afternoon. He had his shirt on and just like, I'm going to the concert. I was like, man, love that enthusiasm that he has to go to the concert. 877-927-6969. Jimmy, is there anybody or Franny that you haven't seen that you would like to see in concert? Before maybe
Aerosmith, that's not happening.
You never saw Aerosmith?
I never saw them. No, never.
I saw them twice. Unbelievable.
Never saw the Stones.
Stones could happen.
Could.
Yeah.
No guarantees in life, though.
But they're still around.
Yeah.
Jimmy, anybody that you can think of?
Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have went to Billy Joel's last show.
Yeah.
He's still gonna do shows.
I know, but at the Garden.
Oh, okay.
I think it adds a little extra when you're there. I think he might still do one more. He's right in Boca now. If I bump into him, I'll ask him, Billy, come on. What are you going to do? You going to do one more show? Let us know on the text line or call us or email Jimmy. Is there a group you would love to see before they pack it in or somebody you just haven't seen? Janet Jackson in Vegas sounds like a good thing. I want to wait to see where that is. That should be a great show in Vegas. A couple of residencies out there are always a lot of fun.
Ooh. Billy Joel at the Sphere.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Even better, because I'd love to see a show at the Sphere.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Even there wasn't. When I was looking it up yesterday, they have some sort of a Sphere experience that you can get. Because I was looking around, because in the very beginning when it first opened, they were talking about the tours, and you were saying now people don't know about it, and I was looking to see if they were still doing it, but I think that's what they're calling the Sphere experience now.
I would do that.
And it looks really cool. So you get all the different elements of it and everything that they have in there.
Well, they still had two different kinds. They had the ones that we talked about where there was that robot who took you through the tour.
Right.
The original one that I think
they
was 75.
still have that?
Yep, they still have that.
Okay.
And then they have the one that you were talking about too yesterday.
Okay. All right. I didn't know that they were separate because I was looking for the one that was a quote unquote tour.
Yes.
So I couldn't find that.
I saw them both actually on the homepage of the Sphere.
Okay. Cool.
I did.
Cool.
I would check that out. I would definitely go. If you can't see a concert, you get to see the whole place. I think that's great because the concerts are very expensive. They were talking about if they get the Wizard of Oz, the tickets are going to be probably about $150 to check out the Wizard of Oz if they get that going in the future. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for always listening to us. We just had another big giveaway at 11:45. We're going to come back with a trifecta and a lot more. And also, don't forget, at 1:35, I give out recipes and directions on WWGD. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
In this world that we live in, it is so much easier to be beautiful. If you are somebody perceived as sexy, hot, attractive, life is 10 times easier.
I don't even know what hardship is like.
Get out of here.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Lunchtime drive up to speed along our Palm Beach expressways. No major delays. We do have road work slowing us down State Road 7 North at Weissman Way. That left lane is blocked. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic on duty, Stuart.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, the $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal will leave you and your wallet full. Grab a bacon cheeseburger and order of regular fries, a drink, and a sundae for a whole lot of happy. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Girls, girls, girls. That's where they are 7 days a week, open to 5 a.m. The beautiful ladies are there with a 5-star menu. And Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. They bring your fantasies to life. Monroe's doing it every day of the week. A good time that turns into a great time only at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Fantasy Fridays. Kick off your weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. That's why for the past 28 years, StormSmart has over 100,000 Florida product installations. Our innovative storm catcher screens and aluminum shutters are designed and manufactured here in Florida. Along with impact windows and doors, StormSmart can protect every opening of your home. At StormSmart, we take pride in living and working in the same communities we serve, because smart is going with a proven and trusted solution. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
High five. Up top. Heck yeah.
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep. Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downey are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number limited edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Hey, it's the Greek. Every day you work and you finish at the end of the day, you're closer to your retirement. The financial experts at Trajan Wealth understand no 2 retirement plans are the same. They offer guidance on a variety of financial objectives, including ways to earn higher potential returns, guaranteed income, and tax concerns. Let Trajan Wealth help you develop a plan that will meet your financial goals. Call them today, 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000, offices in West Palm Beach. If you're working right now, at the end of the day, you'll say, man, another day in the books, but you're close to retirement every day you work. Let Trajan Wealth help you. 561-390-1000, 561-390-1000. They'll help you with a retirement plan that'll make you enjoy South Florida. And in South Florida, there's a lot to do and a lot to enjoy. Peace. Advisory services offered through Trajan Wealth, LLC, and SEC registered investment advisor, paid advertisement.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center, have you been injured in a motor vehicle accident? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
Florida needs a power company that's storm ready. That's why FPL works year-round to keep the power on and restore it safely and as quickly as possible when needed. FPL, working for you every single day. Get ready at fpl.com/storm.
Hey there, folks. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes here from the Amy and TJ podcast.
That's right. We are bringing you the tea from Perry every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, tea from Perry. I don't know if we're married to that name, but the point is, we'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you what's hot, what's not.
Bottom line, everything you need to know that's going on in Paris during the 2024 games, you're going to get it from us.
Listen to Amy and TJ on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Amy and TJ and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a good day and enjoying yourselves. Thanks for always listening to Real Radio and always listening to us. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for a Greek's Trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, this team had it for a long time. I mean, losing 21 games in a row. White Sox were losing. They finally won last night against Oakland. So the streak is over. Good news for those players and the coach. I'm sure they were going through hell every day with the media and their fans. So they got a W against the A's. Bet the A's today because I think they come back and smack them. Marlins lost last night to the Reds, second game in a row. Yankees were postponed, but they got a doubleheader. And there's a lot of baseball today in the Major League Baseball. There's about 6 games during the day. Also, the Mets got beat by Colorado. Men's basketball, big win. They covered. LeBron had 12 points and 9 assists. Edwards, big game off the bench, 17, I believe. And they ended up winning and winning big, getting to the semifinals. Women play today at 3:30 against Nigeria. They are huge favorites. They have a 58-game winning streak. Nobody talks about that. Man, that needs some more love. 58 games? That's unbelievable. It's like 11 Olympics. They've done a great job. They are the heavy favorites to bring home the gold, and I hope they do, and I think they will. And last night was the debut of the new season of Hard Knocks on HBO, and it was all about the Chicago Bears, the Bears, and what everybody expects. Expectations are high for this team, higher than they've been in the last 20 years. People are really thinking they got a chance to make some noise and possibly win the division and possibly go to the playoffs. I don't see it, but we'll see what happens. I'm betting against them week 1 with Tennessee, giving them 4.5, and it was all about their big star quarterback for USC, Williams, and his big money and all the things he's got coming. They think he could be the next biggest thing in Chicago since Michael Jordan. That is a lot of pressure to put on a young kid.
Hey, yeah, no pressure.
In the NFL. I was like, how they started off Hard Knocks last night was the guy who did the Chicago Bulls lineup, did it for the Chicago Bears. And I was like, man, you want to talk about pressure on this kid? We'll see what happens. Rookie quarterbacks usually don't do well. Peyton Manning's first year, I think he threw like 27 interceptions. Then he went on to have a fantastic career and win 2 Super Bowls and end up in the Hall of Fame. And that is your Greek's Trifecta on a Wednesday. Jimmy, do we have somebody on hold?
We do. We got our buddy Vaughn checking in with us. Hey, Vaughn, what's going on, bud?
Hello, Governor.
Vaughn, what's happening, buddy? You sound good. How's everything in, where are you, Indiana?
No, Minnesota.
I knew I was kidding. Come on. I knew it was Minnesota. You going to go to a Viking game? Are you close to the stadium?
No, I'm like 6 hours north of the stadium.
Oh, God. Sorry to bother you. What's going on out there?
Sorry to bother you.
What? My second week here, and it's pretty good. I think we're getting like a bunch of rain now. I experienced my first hailstorm where it actually hailed and stayed ice cubes once it hit the ground. It's pretty cool to see.
All right, you meet any people?
Gee. Just the people at work. That's about it. I'm meeting people around town.
All right.
It's not that bad.
Well, I know, Vaughn, last time you called in, you were pretty happy about your decision to move there. You still feel the same way?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, everything is good. You know, scenery is beautiful. It's nothing but, nature, deer, like little wildlife animals that's around. The people here are a lot nicer than back at home. So,
everybody smoke pot out there?
everybody. It's legal here.
Yeah, I know. I heard that from a friend of mine. He said everybody's blown out 24/7. You should fit in perfect.
I wouldn't say that. Not on weed, but others are on some other stuff. But,
all right, don't get into any bad situations out there, Vaughn, because we can't bail you out. Now you're on your own.
no, but I did have a G moment the other day.
Oh, would you find $8 grand in your pocket?
So, no. I learned about seagulls. I always thought seagulls were like a territory thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought they were only indigenous to Florida.
Okay.
Saw a whole bunch of them up here. And I said to the guy, I was like, wait a minute, you guys have seagulls here? He's like, yeah. I was like, I thought they were only, Florida birds because of the beach. He's like, no, dude, they're an everywhere bird. And I talked to my ex-wife. She's like, yeah, seagulls go everywhere.
Yeah, they fly up there because it's cooler.
No, they are all over. It had nothing to do with migration. They said that they have bodies of water up here. So, yeah.
All right.
That was news to me.
Quite a bit of water up there, in fact.
Yeah, 10,000 lakes. And I live about 20-minute walk from one of the bigger lakes that they have here.
Oh, wow.
So, and I'm like another 30 minutes from the casino they have here. It's called the Seven Clams Casino.
Seven Clams?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a weird name.
That's the same reaction that I had when I heard the name.
Seven Clams. That's a weird name. Now, do they have everything there available? Like, is there card game, poker, and table games and sports betting, or no?
Just from what I've heard, I haven't been there yet. It's just slots and poker and blackjack.
All right. Well, don't get in any trouble. Have you met any young ladies yet?
Yeah, I met one. Yeah, that was fun for a night, and then she became kind of crazy afterwards. I was like, yeah, gotta go.
Wow, that was quick though. Good for you.
I was going to say, you're out there a week and you're ready tapping some ass.
Good for you.
And she's like, starts talking about, so what are we gonna do? Like, what do you want to do? This and that. And I'm like, yeah, this is just for like a one night thing. I'm not trying to be serious.
Yeah, but she was probably falling in love with you. You're a magical man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you ever look in the mirror, Vaughn?
Yeah, and I break the mirror. Apparently, I'm a rare commodity. There are not too many of me around here. So
only one. I hope.
There's only one wherever you are. Well, Vaughn, you seem to be in good spirits, which is good to hear. We were worried about you, and hopefully everything was going to work out. And I was thinking about it the other day. I was shaving. I said, I wonder how Vaughn's doing. And I said, I hope to hear from him, and you're doing good, so I'm happy.
According to the old Google master here, you won't be able to do any sports betting there. It's not legal in Minnesota yet, but you do have 21 Native American casinos authorized by the U.S. Department of the Interior. So apparently just not in even in your area there. There's others as well, but not quite yet with the sports betting. I'm sure they will, though.
Yeah, I think because they're also trying to put dispensaries here as well.
Oh, okay.
Because we just became legal like not that long ago. So
is that a reason why you moved?
I'm actually surprised, Vaughn, that they didn't have them ready because I don't know if you heard that Ohio just recently became recreationally legal.
Did they?
And
really?
they said that the day that they did, like 110 dispensaries opened up.
Wow.
Like they were ready to go.
110?
Something like that. They knew. They knew it was coming, and they were ready to go.
Did they have medical already there, and then it just was able to expand to recreational?
Right? Because typically medical happens first.
Right, and that's what I was good. That'll be my next question to Vaughn. Is it medical up there, and then they just changed over, or did they do it all at once?
From my understanding, it was medical, and then they went recreational. And as far as like the town goes itself, the town's only as of what I seen before I came, 2,000 people in the town.
Small town.
Oh, small town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're trying to build it up. Like right now, they're working on the roads. They're improving. Like they're going to widen up the roads and repave them. There's a project to turn one of the bridges here into a lift bridge. So, bigger boats can go in and out. And they're just building up the town. So I would imagine probably within the next 5 years, there'll be a few dispensaries here.
I see.
That's awesome.
But I'm sure if you get to like Minneapolis or some of the bigger cities, they already have them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
Like, I can go to Minneapolis right now, or I can go over to North Dakota and Grand Forks and go there.
Gotcha.
Or take a 9-hour trip to Michigan.
Oh, that's cool. Maybe go see Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go to that game. There's a lot of crazies that go there.
All right, well, the biggest thing is, how is the job working out?
Job's actually pretty good. Yesterday I reported for my actual first day out of training, and I got a pay increase and then working in a new department. So
it's awesome. Good for you.
That came pretty good. So yeah, man, I can't complain too much. I'm starting to fall in love with the town, and the next thing is getting my crap together and get my family up here.
Oh, all right, so you do have plans to bring your family up there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Bring my kids and have my ex-wife come up here. She's going to find a place.
Oh, all right, so we didn't know this. I thought you were leaving and that was it. No, I didn't realize that they were all coming with you. That's great news.
Did that change since you got there? Like you were able to establish and have things kind of set up? I know you were kind of going up there already with a place to stay, at least, if nothing, at least temporary, if not a little bit more permanent. So did that change since you've gotten there?
So we talked about it, like the possibilities of what would happen and what can happen. And we talked some more, and this is like, you know what? Yeah, let's give it a year, maybe, year, 2 years, and see how everything works out for me getting situated and established, and then slowly. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But for now, it's getting myself acclimated to the town and learn everything, and then get them in a position to where they can be up here probably within 2 years.
That's great. That's great news. I thought you were just going to go up there by yourself and start a whole, start fresh. So that's great they're coming with you. Well, and that makes me feel better. I'll feel better this weekend when I'm betting preseason football because I was worried about this.
Well, that's what will really do it.
But, yeah, man, that's it. I just wanted to call and say hi to you guys.
I love you.
Say hi to everybody.
All right. We're struggling by trying to keep it going, buddy. But we're going to fight the fight every day. Keep in touch with us.
All the best to you, Vaughn.
Yeah.
Stay dry.
Awesome.
You guys stay dry. Be careful of them hurricanes.
Bye, Vaughn.
Careful of those blizzards.
Yeah, he's going to get hammered. Call him in November and December. Vaughn, how you doing? Anyone?
Small town USA. You get a blizzard up there, you're snowed in.
For 6 months.
For at least a week. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah, he sounds like he's in a lot better spot, which is great.
Yeah.
877-927-6969. If you want to get involved in the show, it's one way you can call us. 5 a.m. Club. Would you get involved in that? 20 minutes on exercise, 20 minutes on reflecting on your life, and 20 minutes on learning. Could you do that?
So during the summer, you may have a lot of people come and visit your house, or you may be one as being the guest and you show up somewhere, getting excited, getting out of town, and maybe you're going to go see a best friend or whoever it is, and it's the first time there, and you're like, this is not what I thought it was going to be, and I am never coming back. And I'm talking about the times that you went over to somebody's home and were like, yep, not doing it. This is good, one and done. And I'm sure that we have all been there at one point in our lives. And this is a Reddit thread that came about where people decided to share that, hey, they just saw something in their house. It could be one thing or the whole entire house that they found downright disturbing. And this is what they revealed. I'm going to give you some examples. You can play along. 47142 started off with Real Radio. It says, a work friend invited me to his house to watch a hockey game. I brought a 6-pack of beers, and he was stoked and put them in his fridge. He proceeded to pour himself scotch, but never asked me if I wanted to have a drink. Then he pulled out some leftovers and made himself a dish. Again, he never asked me if I was hungry. Then I asked for one of the beers that I had brought, and he said, I guess, but I was going to save them for another time.
Wow.
I left after the game, and it's been really awkward at work since. What kind of manners did this guy grow up with? Jesus. You go there, invite somebody to come over, and don't offer them anything, not even the one thing that they brought.
Yeah. Those are my beers?
This I have witnessed, and I thought this, I don't know if I want to eat here. The cat, and they say the cat, where I witnessed, it was multiple, but the cat was on the counter, chewing on the ham. It was then served to us.
You gotta be kidding me!
Chew marks, hair, and all.
Oh,
the server was adamant that it wasn't the cat, even though several of us saw the cat.
Wow, that's
then we
a
got
bailout.
lectured for not appreciating our hairy, saliva-soaked food.
Oh my God!
Jeez.
But I did not see it chewing, but they had cats on the kitchen counter
Oh, my God.
everywhere as they're making food.
Oh, that's terrible.
And I love animals.
Yeah, but
I just don't want them next to my food that I'm about to eat.
I do too. You got to clean out those
Yes.
litter boxes too,
But
because boy, they can stink up a
Yeah,
joint.
and not just that, they're walking all around in them, and now they're walking all around the litter box, and now they're on the counter where their food is.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, but these people acted like nothing.
Yep.
It's just their norm.
Did you go back?
No.
Good.
Good. I had a friend in high school, and every time I go over to his house, two missionaries and a church leader would just randomly pop up in to say hello and talk about Mormon stuff. I was always polite until about the third or fourth time they did it. And we started doing lessons. They mentioned the lessons were designed for new believers. And I asked which one of them was a new believer, and they all looked at me. They said I never went back. So I get it. I mean, every time you go to a friend's house, you don't want to be like have everybody trying to sway you into a different religion. That's what they said. Another person said I was asked to help clean up, which was fair enough because dishes and trash accumulated over the visit, right? But then somehow I ended up doing a giant heap of laundry that had been clearly neglected in a corner for a long time.
Oh, my God.
None of my stuff. I agreed to help clean up, but they acted like I was now a free housekeeper. So like, yeah, I'll help clean up for things that's staying here. But they were like, oh, by the way, that laundry that's been there for 2 weeks, can you do that for me too?
Hey, what's wrong with earning your kick?
I have been at people's houses
Yeah.
and folded clothes.
That wasn't yours.
That wasn't mine. And like it was maybe like a hamper and like clean clothes. Like, oh, I don't feel like folding. And I went over and I don't know. I find it relaxing.
Get it. I mean, my mom will do that, but that's, I feel like, a motherly
That's
thing. If
your
she visits,
family.
she will clean, but going as a guest.
But you're doing it voluntarily,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was
I
on
just
your
did
own. It's not you weren't asked to do
No.
it. Yeah.
We'll get into another one, then we can take a call. But this one too, it has something to do with a pet. After we ate dinner at someone's house, they put the plates on the floor. The dog came over and licked them clean. They then picked up the plates and put them straight in the cupboard. I immediately went to the bathroom, threw up, and told my partner I felt sick and wanted to go home.
Oh my God, I would have died.
Put them right in the cupboard.
That's brutal. Why don't have to worry about putting that in the dishwasher?
It's like that old joke, soap and water.
How's that joke go? Help me out.
Where how do you wash your dishes? With soap and water, of course. And soap and water were the,
The
dog's
dogs?
names.
I've never-
Oh,
never
God.
heard
It's an
that.
old joke, yeah, but
Yeah.
same similar type thing.
Oh my God.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So gross.
There
So
goes
gross.
lunch.
Yeah, there goes lunch.
Jimmy, who do we got on hold?
Oh, we got our buddy Toot checking in with us. Hey, Toot, what's going on, pal?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Doing great,
Thank you.
Toot.
What's up,
So
pimp?
good. I'm worried it's going to end. What's happening?
Yeah, right. Nothing. I mean, you know how they say that dogs have the cleanest mouths?
I don't know if I heard that.
It sounded yucky.
Dogs have the cleanest mouths?
I don't know. I heard that we have dirtier mouths than dogs
Yeah,
before.
yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
that
we have-
people do.
We have more bacteria, I think, something like that.
That sounded kind of yucky, though.
I'm with you.
Franny.
I agree.
Oh, my God. Hey, Vaughn, man, good luck out there, man. Sounds like you're doing good.
Yeah, we're rooting for him, and hopefully he does good and stays out of trouble. And he sounds like he's off to a great start, which is always important, especially when you're moving.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, hey, Franny, so you said you never went to see
Aerosmith,
huh?
Who, Aerosmith? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I've never seen them live.
Yeah, I remember years ago, my girl and I went to go see them, and there was a guy and his kid out there selling tickets. We bought them $80, face value. We go up to the gate. Oh, these tickets have been used already.
Oh,
that sucks.
That's
scammed.
Oh yeah, we remember we had to watch the concert on the jumbotron and off the tailgate of my truck.
that sucks.
And you're out $160.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, no, it was 40 each.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 80 apiece. That's a great deal.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's unheard of.
Yeah, when
even
was that?
80, even 80's unheard of.
It's probably 30 years ago.
That's why I was like, cool. Yeah, I said I'll buy them. But, and then a couple years later, went to go see him again. There was a couple out there that their friends couldn't make it. They had 2 available tickets. This time I said, we'll get the tickets, but we're going to get through that gate first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll pay you. And sure enough, they were good, and I gave him 100 for it. He wanted 80, I gave him 100. You know, just for it takes a lot.
Dude, you ever thought about buying tickets in advance? Just, just a thought, maybe. Just a thought. By the way, you want to go see Limp Bizkit?
I got two for you.
I know a guy that has tickets.
Yeah, that's right. We got somebody Honda Classic.
I went to go see them down at Miami Arena. And on the corner of the stage, they had Fred Durst's wife, and on the other side was Carmen Electra.
Oh, what side did you go to?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the far right, because we were on the floor. So, and she looked good.
Oh, yeah,
She still looks good.
Yeah, she's a smoke show. I just saw her recently, about 6 months ago at the casino, walking by. Very short girl. I don't think she's even 5 foot.
Well, she's a very attractive girl.
Oh, yeah. She's definitely going to be able to get a second round out of you.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to say hello to you guys. And,
we love you too, Toot. Stay out of trouble.
Will do. You guys do the same.
Peace. 877-927-6969. That is the number to call. Is there any group you want to see that's on your bucket list that you haven't seen? And you're like, man, I want to go see them. I actually did see Aerosmith twice, believe it or not. Both with females, shocker. And I thought they were excellent. I thought they really were, like, unbelievable. The first time I went, I had, like, no desire to go. And I was like, wow, they were fantastic. But they are done touring. So if you wanted to see them, not good. I'm looking at the TV right now in our studio, and the medal count is up there. And it looks like USA has 86 medals. We talked about that earlier. And 24 gold. Franny, we got some Florida stories. Our second batch. What is in the watermelon today?
All right. Well, we have some more food fights that end up in arrest here in our state of Florida. It happens quite often. Then we have a Florida woman who was driving under the influence, but there's some really good, funny details that go with this. And no, you should never drive under the influence, but I'm telling you, this one is a unique situation. And then I have more stories coming your way in Near What the Florida on Real Radio 92.1.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
The U.S. women's basketball team will try to extend its Olympic winning streak to 59 when they face Nigeria today. Team USA sprinter Gabby Thomas is a first-time Olympic gold medalist after winning the women's 200 meters.
I was in complete disbelief. I mean, I know I've earned it. I've trained so hard for this.
Several more medals will be handed out in athletics today, including the men's 400 meters, where 3 Americans hope to grab the gold.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Lunchtime drive up to speed along our Palm Beach expressways. No major delays. We do have roadwork slowing us down State Road 7 North at Weissman Way. That left lane is blocked. Make sure you slow down for bicycles on your ride. That's traffic. I'm Judy Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Why sit at a dealership waiting for an oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we make it easy to drive in, relax in your car, and be back on the road in about 15 minutes. Always quick, but never rushed. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Drive in, drive out, drive happy.
Hey, it's the Greek for Jason Weiser, my attorney. Whether you were injured due to a car accident or a medical malpractice issue, a slip and fall, or any kind of injury due to a fault of another, their team can help you. Board-certified personal injury attorneys. They can help you determine the responsibility party and pursue the damages and justice you deserve. Contact them at 561-689-8180, 561-689-8180. No fees unless they win. Jason Weiser, my attorney for over 20 years.
This is Sheriff Rick Bradshaw with an important message. Hurricane season is here again, and I urge everyone to stay vigilant. Pay close attention to local weather updates and ensure your hurricane kits are prepared with the essentials that you need, like water, food, and medications. Remember, your safety is our priority. But let's stay safe together.
Hurricane season is here. Is your home ready to handle strong winds and heavy rain? Don't stress. Expert Shutter Services is here to help. The largest storm shutter manufacturers on the Treasure Coast, Expert Shutter Services offers top-notch protection with Cat 5 rated Ultra Shield hurricane screens and Nautilus rolling shutters. Call Expert Shutter Services now for a free in-home consult at 772-871-1915. That's 772-871-1915. Expert Shutter Services. We're taking the shutter industry by storm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at fisherinvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Here's the latest with weather on Real Radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins, CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio has your shot at $1,000 and a VIP trip to Vegas for our iHeartRadio Music Festival. Text the nationwide keyword music to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's music to 200-200. And good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
You're listening to The Penthouse Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday, WWG day. I give recipes and directions at 1:35 and so much more. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And Francis is here.
Hi.
And it is time for our second round of Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida. I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
All right. Well, we're going to start off with a question that we've all been wondering the answer. Why is there so much cocaine washing up on Florida beaches?
Everybody wants to know.
Do we have the answer?
Here's the reason.
All
According to Orlando News, they said that this cocaine production stems mainly from South America. When many think of Florida, some things that first come to mind are, of course, the weather, strong economy, masses of retirees, but others might be the copious amount of drugs washing up on our state beaches. They said that because of this latest one, the $1 million worth of cocaine, 25 packages, roughly about 70 pounds. They said 70 pounds each. I thought it was total. Was discovered Florida Keys earlier this week. And then earlier this summer, boaters found 65 pounds of cocaine floating in the ocean. Divers came across 25 kilos, roughly 100 feet underwater of the Keys. There was another 67 pounds seized washing up the beach in Volusia County, and all kinds of stuff. Even drugs like marijuana have washed ashore in mass volumes.
It's got to be hurting the drug whole, business.
No wonder the prices are going up.
That's crazy, right, Jimmy?
Right?
You want coke? Just go to the beach.
They want where is it all coming from? Well, if you want to know where it's coming from, vote Amendment 3. Vote yes, Amendment 3. That's what they say. According to researchers with the United Nations, approximately 90% of cocaine consumed in North America is produced in South America. Drug traffickers then try to smuggle the illicit substance over the water via boats, small aircrafts, often over the Caribbean Sea or Atlantic.
See, that's the problem.
However, these traffickers will dump their hauls into the waters below for fellow smugglers to pick up. This is so they can evade detection by law enforcement. I've seen these in like Narcos and stuff, right?
Sure. Yeah, you've seen all the movies.
How does it get to Florida? According to Scientific American, loose packages of cocaine dropped in the water may be carried by ocean currents or strong storms, which we've seen, causing them to wash ashore. They said, and with Debbie having just passed through, it's no surprise that so much was discovered Monday in the Florida Keys. They said you always hear about tropical systems unearthing shipwrecks and things like that. So if there's something in the water, the storm will transport that, including drugs. Aside from the obvious issues of drug trafficking, research have also voiced concerns that these activities are affecting local wildlife, sharks in particular.
Now, we did talk about this yesterday. You're not allowed to take the drugs, right? If you find them on the beach?
No.
Okay.
During a drug investigation, I know. So, see, because cocaine sharks just sounds so scary, right?
Oh, my God. They're going nuts.
During investigation, though, researchers did drop fake bales of cocaine into the water to see whether sharks would react. And, in fact, they did. Several sharks started nibbling on these fake packages, they swarming around it. Isn't that crazy? So
I would think they would anything that gets dropped.
But that's what they said. The fake packages of cocaine, they went straight to them and started nibbling on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
That doesn't surprise me. It's it's a foreign object. They're going to check out what it is.
And they said the researchers also used a bait bale made of fish powder to cause a dopamine rush in sharks similar to that of a hit of cocaine.
Right.
And the sharks went wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Why would you want to even do that? To just jack them up?
Yeah, aren't they already dangerous enough?
Yeah, and then you just leave, and then they're in the water. That's crazy.
And I love
Who okayed that?
And I love this. So also in the article it says, well, what should I do if I find cocaine on the beach? As G-Man was saying, can you keep it? No, they say finders keepers doesn't apply here.
Oh.
First of all, many packages are marked with certain symbols.
Load of crap.
Yep. Certain packages
screwed again.
are marked with certain symbols or insignias to denote what group they came from, which can help indicate whether what you're looking at is actually an illicit substance.
So here, take the package.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah, but holding on to it, bad idea. They said it should go without saying that retaining possession of washed up blocks of drugs is an incredibly bad idea. Law firm states if, for example, you intentionally retain possession of a block of drugs, later valued at $100,000, you've committed grand theft in the first degree, which can carry up to 30 years in prison plus significant fines.
But
stealing.
Like I said, yeah, yesterday, if there's a menu that I think all the drug cartels should put out, And then we would know. And then if you find it, you could call them. Maybe they give you like a finder's fee, not the money that you actually
Drug
find.
cartels don't put their information out there, like phone numbers and stuff.
Well, maybe they should.
Like that.
Just Jimmy, I mean, it's something you can help.
Here's my address. This is where you can bring it back. Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
It should be on the package because look at it. They lost it already and they're screwed. And they're all about making money. Maybe you give like a kickback, 10%, like paparazzi does with pictures.
We've seen that before. If lost, call.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. And then next up in your What the Florida, we have a Florida man who assaulted his mother with spaghetti. He was taken to jail after he threw spaghetti, or what they call Sunday gravy, at his mother during an argument at their home over the weekend. Anthony Fiacco was arrested by St. Petersburg police on charges of battery and resisting an officer without violence. They said it was shortly after 8 p.m. They were called to the St. Pete home. Argument turned physical. Fiacco doused his mother with spaghetti sauce, which when they showed up was still evidence in her hair and on her face. He initially ran from the scene because he realized, I'm going to get me in trouble because Mama called the cops. But later returned to the home. They said him was found hiding in the backyard bushes. An officer yelled at him, normal, police, show me your hands. Then he tried to run off again, but he got caught and was taken into custody.
What are we talking? Ziti, spirals, fettuccine, angel hair?
Spaghetti is spaghetti, right? Spaghetti is spaghetti noodle. That's what I'm guessing, right? They're just spaghetti.
Just a regular old.
Yeah, it's a spaghetti noodle.
Okay,
right?
All right.
Right? Isn't that spaghetti? Is that a type of noodle? Am I crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I was like, anybody? Spaghetti is a type of noodle, but it was spaghetti with meat sauce. That's our Sunday gravy. Gravy. Yeah.
There was some
because
meat
it could
involved.
be. It could be. It could have been a meat sauce with an angel hair, like
Gotcha.
you said.
Okay. All right.
Yep. And then finally, here in your What the Florida, this was during Hurricane Debbie. Citrus County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Mike Prendergast was on his way to assess the roads during the storm when he saw Candace Weisskopf spinning her wheels at a stoplight in the lane right next to him.
That's crazy.
She's like, look at me. When the light turned green, they said that she took off, began to drive erratically between lanes, continuously turning her hazards on and off. That's her. That's Mrs. Weisskopf. Candace, not so wise this one. Yeah, but she's just calling attention to herself, spinning her wheels, turning her hazards on and off, driving erratically. So the sheriff initiated a traffic stop and called for backup because he was like, I think this girl's crazy and I'm going to need some help here.
I'm getting out of here.
And he approached her car and said that he could definitely smell odor of alcohol, noticed that she had slurred speech. When he asked her to step out of the car, she did, but as she did, they noticed several open containers right in her front seat. Didn't even try to hide them.
As soon as he comes over, that's what she yells.
Yep. 3 empty shooters, an unopened shooter, and an opened can of beer were all there. They also noticed that they saw her cell phone was on the seat, and it had video games still playing, like she was in the middle of a game. Weisskopf failed the walk and turn field sobriety, which is probably one of the easier field sobriety tests. Just walk and turn. Blamed the storm winds on her inability to walk in a straight line. It was blowing her away. Then she refused to listen to instructions during other tests. She was talking over the deputies, despite the deputy giving her several chances to calm down and focus. She refused to submit a breathalyzer. And I don't know if we're surprised with all these things she's doing. She was also found to be driving on a suspended license.
Any idea what the game was?
I don't.
Candy Crush going there?
It doesn't. Do people still do that?
I don't know. I think so.
I don't know. So yes, Miss Weisskopf is now behind bars, and that is your With the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. Great job. So Lisa Ann is a girl who's has a huge podcast. She was in the porn business, but she's in the sports handicapping business. She does a lot of different topics. I used to have her on my show in Miami. And she's pretty smart when it comes to fantasy football and a lot of different things. And she has a lot of different things on her shows. And yesterday she had this whole big thing about people masturbating at work. And she had this survey about the amount of people who said they have. I'm going to ask either one of you because I was shocked with this number. What do you think the number is of people who said they masturbated at their job? I was like, oh, my God.
10%?
Francis?
God, I would hope nobody.
That's what I said.
Not the place to do it.
I texted her and I'd be like, I can't believe it. She goes, no, that's the number. I'm like, I can't believe it. What do you think?
Are you still waiting for a percentage? I don't know.
Just a guess.
I don't. This is what she thinks. I mean, how does she know that she knows the stats?
She did a survey, I guess,
so
with
it's
her
her survey.
Yeah, with her show, and from people who responded to her.
Okay.
And again,
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
Well, she said it was 40%. I'm like 40%.
Get the. I agree. Get the.
I thought that was high.
Why don't you go around and do a survey of everybody's here and see how many people say they masturbated at work?
I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I think I would get in trouble.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
Hello, HR.
But it's show prep. It's show prep.
Yeah.
A, I wouldn't want to know. B, I don't think that's appropriate. And I'm company guy straight through every day. I would never ask anybody anything like that. And there's only like 8 people here, so what's the difference? But yeah, I thought that number was high.
All you need is one to really skew the numbers.
Right.
That's right.
Like 2 people out of 8.
There it is. There it is. If you got 10 people, you got 2. There you go.
25% of iHeart employees in West Palm Beach spanking at work.
Oh my God! I thought one person would be too much.
40%. That's not right.
I don't feel like it. That's too.
Is this the porn industry?
Yeah, that's too.
Maybe it's the porn
Yeah,
industry.
maybe. I was going to say that number is way too high.
I thought it was very high, but yeah, 877-927-6969. If you've ever partaken in this, call us and let us know. Maybe it was a long day, and you just said, "Hey, I got a lot of stress." And what does relieve stress for you? That's something everybody does. I said this before. If I lost a big bet, if I folded clothes, it would relax me. I don't know why, but it would, for whatever reason.
I understand. For some people don't like it. Some people do find it relaxing.
Jim, anything off the top of your head that say you would tense about something that could relax you? Maybe a walk, I don't know, being outside, sitting on the porch.
If I can't be at the ocean, at least listening to it.
Okay.
That sound, those are certain sounds that really kind of calm me down nice. And, and then soft lighting. I mean, like if you have to put it together. I mean, a best case scenario would be sitting on the beach. That's my most relaxing time in the world.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you see some people with the little chair they pull up and they seem so relaxed.
But if you're like in a high stress environment, chances of me being able to drive to the ocean is slim to none. So just even the sounds of it.
Franny, what about you? Anything? Listen to reruns?
No. The kitchen.
Oh, cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought the number was crazy. I really did. But that's what she said, 40%. And I thought it was high. I was like, wow, I can't beat the number.
This is what calms Franny down.
Birds!
You can hear it, right? Can you hear the calmness in my
Pretty much, yeah.
Birds!
Yeah, so calm.
So Tyson Chicken is one of the biggest companies in our country, and they have a very young CFO. And he got in trouble again. He's only 34 years old, second time in about a year.
Joking?
Choking? No, I wasn't joking. He got
These 2 stories related?
Why, do you have the same one?
No.
About masturbation at work.
Oh,
joking.
Get it? No.
So anyway, this kid,
Guess not.
$21 billion Tyson is worth. He got into the company from his family. His grandfather started years ago. And this is the second time he's had problems. About a year ago, he was at somebody's house. He woke up in the middle of the night. He wasn't supposed to be there. And now this was a DUI. And there is a possibility he could lose his position in the company. When the cop pulled him over, he's like, please don't do this. You're going to ruin my life. 34 years old, though, this kid is. And he's the CFO of one of the biggest companies in our country. $21 billion that company's worth. That is unbelievable. He definitely has to end up maybe getting a driver or call Uber or Lyft. Average American, what do you think the average, and I'm surprised about this, number 2, carries in cash on them? Average American.
$25.
Yeah, let's see, $20?
Close, both of you guys. $46. That is the average American. The younger generation, less than that. Like under $10, but $46 is what the average American carries. And also, Franny announced this yesterday, Pitbull is going to have a stadium named after him down in Miami. There's a lot of speculation already going out. FIU, yes. You may see this happen with other stadiums and other celebrities or ball players or people with money to get stadium rights of small schools. I'm not saying big ones, but small schools. I'm not saying like Michigan, Alabama, stuff like that. But FIU is a good school, but it's not huge. I think he got it for $6 million. Is that correct from yesterday's story? I think that was the number, or $5 million for 6 years. But you might see some other people do it, and like somebody like FAU, same kind of school, and you might see somebody come there who went there or alumni that wants to get the stadium named after them, and they might get some money, and that's good for colleges because it's another revenue stream for them. Would you want to do that if you had the opportunity and you were like, I went there and I want it named after me? Would that be too much on it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have any desire.
Me either.
I'm sure this has happened a lot in others, like when you have a rich person that's in a certain area and they'll name a school after him because he'll, donate a bunch of money.
Or a wing.
That type of thing, or a wing
library.
or something like that too. I'm sure that happens quite a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, that does happen. The stadium, I think, is one of the first times that's ever happened where an individual, I don't know of any stadium named after an individual, unless it was somebody who played there or coached there, and that was just an honor.
Right, yeah.
Played their coach there, or was, what are they, what's the name for them? Like the donors or people who donate money?
I never heard of a stadium, but maybe. But I've heard of, wings and libraries and departments.
And see, that's what I was thinking, Franny, like a booster to the school,
yes,
especially in Texas. I don't know why. I automatically go to Texas because of how much they love football there. And that's obviously the biggest sport, usually has a lot of the biggest enthusiasm in this country. So you wonder if there's a really rich booster in an area that has a small college like this, right? FIU, like you're saying, and maybe they do something similar to that. Also, you can go down to the high school level, as well.
Sure.
It's the same premise, right?
Yep.
Just maybe a smaller scale of dollars.
No, it was big news yesterday with Pitbull. Went all over the place. 4-Letter Network had a big thing. It was the first time it happened.
But there's somebody that's like not related to the sport itself, right?
Yeah.
Unless he has a tie that I'm not aware of.
No, that's why it was
Just
such a
South
big.
Florida, I guess that's it, right?
Yeah. He wants to stay in the 305.
Right.
And represent. He loves South Florida. He loves Florida. Always represents down here and put it on the map in a lot of different areas. He's been doing that for years. But again, he's going to have the naming rights. I don't think you do it, obviously, at the professional level because the money would be completely out of sync and be crazy. But you never know. Like I said, FAU. I could see somebody doing it for that, for their stadium rights.
What do they get, $20 million a year now? Naming rights on the stadium?
For the schools, the colleges?
No, like let's say Hard Rock, right?
Oh, I don't know what it is, Jim. It's up there. It's high.
Like 20, something like that?
Yeah,
20
maybe.
million a year?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
25 maybe up even a little bit more. That's even for a multimillionaire, that's a little too rich to all of a sudden have.
I think Hard Rock was a couple $100 million. I don't know how many years.
Well, that was a total contract, right? But I think when it equaled out, it was for like 10 years. It was 200 something or 250 million, right, for 10 years. So equals out to about 25 million a year.
Now, Pitbull, obviously, I think he's doing it more of, helping the community. I mean, his name's out there. But on the stadiums, when I guess they see a reward doing it, because anytime one of the things, ends a franchise sponsorship, they get somebody right away. I mean, look at the Heat. They had the problem with the kid who embezzled all that money, and they got a new sponsor right away. I mean, within 60 days, they got a new, and it's not cheap.
Yeah.
And now it starts with a K.
No, I never quite understood that. I really didn't see the return in it, but I guess they do.
American Airlines did a lot.
No.
And they would have the logo on the roof, and you would, when you flew over it, you would see it, but how many people are seeing it?
And Pitbull gives a lot back to his community.
Yeah.
If you ever do pay attention to him, he does. And this was kind of another thing, I guess, in a way, because he wasn't a grad himself, but he does believe strongly in education, and he gives a lot of money towards education here in Florida. But he said, you're going to see that every other university is going to want to do the same thing, according to them. He said, but the difference is we don't do this for propaganda. We do it from the heart. We do it because it's meaningful. And so that's what his words are. But it is very nice, too, that he also is going to be able to sell his liquor, his vodka is going to be the exclusive brand there. But, yeah, I mean, so I don't know how profitable something like this is for somebody for naming rights, especially for a person like Pitbull.
I think, like you said, a little bit is give it back to the community, gets his liquor out there. Who knows? Maybe he does some concert shows. Maybe he puts together a weekend of shows. Who the hell knows? But it's something different. But I do think you'll see other people maybe look into it at a smaller school, not the big ones. The big ones, the amount is way too much. But yeah, for the little ones, no doubt about it. I would say it.
I'd be curious if that really does end up becoming a moneymaker for him. You know, versus just, getting his name out. No, he can recoup some of the money, obviously, with the liquor, like you're saying, merchandise or other things, concerts or something like that, maybe. Yep. But I wonder if that's just more for the prestige, like you say, giving back to the community.
Yeah, because he says he's got a nonprofit called SLAM. It's Sports Leadership, Arts, and Management, and the foundation is integrated throughout the deal, they said, and it focuses on K through 12 schools. They said on underrepresented communities with curriculum that infuses sports, science, technology, media, music, and more, of course. But they said with this deal, and we mentioned a few things, the copy of the contract, they said there's 15 sponsorship benefits that you get. So Pitbull receives a part of the deal. In summary, they are the right to use a stadium for 10 days a year, rental free for any events, which could be concerts or something else.
That's huge.
If he wants to do a benefit, right? They said his vodka, which I never even knew, but it's called Voli 305 Vodka, which was co-founded by Pitbull, will be the preferred brand in the stadium club and stadium suites.
Okay.
Future programming, such as Q&A questions for the College of Business and School of Music and Environmental Science or student athletes. He can be part of that. The ability of a performer affiliated with Pitbull to perform at halftime or post-game of a football home game. So if he has any new artists,
that's great.
They can do that. A football suite with 20-person capacity and 10 VIP parking passes. He gets with it. They said another football suite with 20-person capacity and 10 VIP parking. So he gets 2 football suites with the same thing.
I should hope he gets tickets to the game. Yeah.
650 general admission football tickets per year to be distributed for South Florida youth.
Oh, that's
so not just, which is cool. 12 courtside seats for all basketball home games. Presenting sponsor of FIU football, Vice Night. They said it to include tagging on all associated media posts, internship opportunities for SLAM students to work with FIU athletics for football game broadcast. So that's cool. So people who are with his nonprofit SLAM, the students, they get to do internships with the broadcast for football.
That's fantastic.
They said opportunity for SLAM Academy Radio to broadcast from the events via the Sirius XM Boo station. Opportunity to create Slam Day with FIU Athletic, where students would shadow employees to learn about working in college athletics, including mentorship programs, which is cool.
That's awesome.
Tickets for Slam students to attend each opening home football game. And then Pitbull to be referred to as the official entrepreneur of FIU Athletics. That's his title. And then an equal revenue split for any sponsor Pitbull brings for spaces inside the stadium, such as the student section and video board.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stuff he gets for that kind of money.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what, a little bang for your buck there, huh?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think it's great.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they've been working on this for a while, and I'm sure they had to make it very attractive for him. I mean, when you get all that stuff, you look at it and say, man, how could I walk away from this? And then he also gets to use the venue, which is very nice.
But he also has to appear at one of their fundraising events, right, for a 3-hour time block. So that's things he has to be committed to because of that.
Sure.
They said that
you'd want to.
Creation of an FIU anthem that's going to be played at the events.
Oh, that's cool.
Football games.
Yeah, I remember you were talking about that yesterday with the initial announcement of it.
They also claim with this, right, he's got to have creation of co-branded merchandise that's going to sell there, offer exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, interviews, all this stuff, produce a personal testimonial about Pitbull and FIU and their shared values. And this one's interesting. He has to wear FIU-branded gear at Pitbull concerts or events.
All of them?
It says at his discretion, so we'll see which ones, but I guess it's some, yep.
Wow. Well, you never know. Like I said, this might be a new trend. You might see it happen in other schools around the country. It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. We'll come back with a trifecta and some WWGD. Olympics are on, baby. Let's go, Team USA. Let's add to those medals. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
In this world that we live in, it is so much easier to be beautiful. If you are somebody perceived as sexy, hot, attractive, life is 10 times easier.
I don't even know what hardship is like.
Get out of here.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 3 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Win your way to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One. September 20th and 21st.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
Keep listening for your next chance to be there.
Audible is a proud partner of the 2024 iHeartRadio Music Festival. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, plus podcasts and originals, all in one easy app. Audible, there's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Palm Beach Gardens accident, left lane of your off-ramp blocked at 95 northbound to North Lake Boulevard. Right lane blocked. It's a crash, Southern Boulevard west after Fairgrounds Road. That's traffic on Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, the $7 bacon cheeseburger meal deal will leave you and your wallet full. Grab a bacon cheeseburger and order of regular fries, a drink, and a sundae for a whole lot of happy. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. Girls, girls, girls. That's where they are 7 days a week, open to 5 a.m. The beautiful ladies are there with a 5-star menu. And Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. They bring your fantasies to life. Monroe's doing it every day of the week. A good time that turns into a great time only at Monroe's of Palm Beach. Fantasy Fridays. Kick off your weekend at Monroe's. Peace.
We need your help to protect your right to AM radio in your car. AM is always there in times of need with the key information for our community. The overwhelming majority of legislators support a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time's running out. Please text the 2 letters AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month. Text stop to stop. A message from the station.
Hi, I'm Scott Smith with Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, Florida Injury Lawyers. Although our lawyers have handled hundreds of personal injury and wrongful death matters outside of Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast, the vast majority of the help we provide to our clients is right here in your communities. Our entire legal team proudly calls Palm Beach County and the Treasure Coast home. Tomorrow morning, our lawyers will wake up in cities and towns in your communities and head to one of our offices located in Palm Beach Gardens, Port St. Lucie, and Boca Raton. Using our local legal power to help you is our purpose. Fighting for huge results for you is our mission. If you've been injured, the lawyers at Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather will help. Call us at 500-HELP, 500-HELP. With Smith, Ball, Baez, and Prather, help is just a local phone call away. Offices Palm Beach Gardens, Boca Raton, and Port St. Lucie.
I get it. The cost of literally everything seems like it's getting more expensive. Food, clothes, gas. Hey, it's Megan from iHeartRadio. And that's why I try to cut in my budget where I can, like at the gas station. And if you're still driving around in that gas guzzler, stop. Wouldn't you rather be driving around in a fuel-efficient new Kia backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty? Fortunately for you, Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach hates inflation just as much as the rest of us. And right now, they're offering some seriously incredible deals on the latest and hottest Kia models on the road. I'm talking Sportages, Seltos, Tellurides, K5s, you name it, there's an insane deal for it right now. Greenway Kia of West Palm Beach is currently under construction, so their lot is fully overstocked and they need to make room. So they're looking to get rid of all of their vehicles by offering the best deals on a Kia than you'll find anywhere else. And yes, they'll take that old gas guzzler off your hands too, and you could get up to $6,000 for it. Stop by today or give them a call at 800-NEW-KIAs and tell them Megan sent you.
We want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Credit effects, down payment, and approval terms, negative equity refinance. Offers don't combine.
When a hurricane hits, it's best to be prepared. Since 1996, StormSmart has installed over 100,000 protection and lifestyle products in Florida homes. Call 866-61-SMART today for your free in-home consultation.
News Junkie is sponsored by FAMU's Mary. Educate, learn, talk.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/TC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Hey, it's the Greek for the Hard Rock. Hard Rock Bet is Florida's only legal sports book. Easy sign-up, fast deposits, and withdrawals. And this week kicks off preseason football. Hundreds of props, parlays, live play-by-play betting across every sport. It's football's right around the corner, and you want to be ready. And right now, baseball's here. You can bet on baseball. There's only one place to bet, and that's the Hard Rock. Piss!
The doctor's office that mixed up your files has your Social Security number. The power company that mistakenly cut your service has your payment info and last 3 addresses. Your info is in endless places that could accidentally expose your info to identity theft. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points every second. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year with promo code CLAY at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Are you a victim of the timeshare trap and think there's no way out? I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, the original timeshare cancellation expert. And I'm here to tell you that there is a way out. All you need to do is give my office a call. I will send you a timeshare exit information kit absolutely free, explaining how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free info kit. Call 800-522-5700. 800-522-5700.
Don't miss up to 70% off select major appliances at the Lowe's Closeout event. But hurry, these deals are too good to last because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/7 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Greek's Trifecta is sponsored by the physicians at MMJ Health.
Real Radio weather.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. At Blindster, we offer custom-made faux wood and real wood blinds and shutters, cellular shades, Roman shades, bamboo shades, exterior shades, and more, all at factory direct prices. Don't pay too much for new blinds. Go to Blindster.com.
Hey there, folks. Amy Robach and TJ Holmes here from the Amy and TJ podcast.
That's right. We are bringing you the tea from Perry every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern.
Yeah, tea from Perry. I don't know if we're married to that name, but the point is, we'll tell you what's going on. We'll tell you what's hot, what's not.
Bottom line, everything you need to know that's going on in Paris during the 2024 games, you're going to get it from us.
Listen to Amy and TJ on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Amy and TJ and start listening.
Greek Trifecta is sponsored by Jason Weiser, attorney at law.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is the Penthouse on a Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in to Real Radio. Always appreciate you guys tuning in to us. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hola.
And it's time for our last trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's Trifecta.
All right, it happened. The White Sox won a game. After losing 21 games, they ended up picking up a W last night. Maybe they start a streak today. They beat the A's last night. Maybe go with them starting to win some games. Marlins got beat last night, 2 in a row by the Reds. They play the Reds again. Yankees were rained out, so they got a doubleheader today with the Angels, and the Mets lost to Colorado. Last night was also the premiere of Hard Knocks. That's a series that's on HBO for about 21, 22 years. And this year, the team that is showcased is the Chicago Bears. The Bears. And their new star quarterback from USC, Williamson. and how much fans think they're going to go far this year in the playoffs. Big thoughts for the Bears this year. I don't know. They're in a very tough division with the Packers in Detroit. Also, Jordan Love, it was announced, is going to be playing preseason. Not so sure about that with all the money that's invested in him, but he says he wants to play, and he also is going to play. U.S. men's basketball, they won a big game yesterday, and they covered, so hats off to them. They ended up covering, and they're in the semifinals. And the women's played today, 3:30 against Nigeria. They have a 58-game winning streak on the line. Hats off to the ladies. Nobody really talks about them, but, man, they're doing a fantastic job. Let's hope they get the gold. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Peace.
Thank you. So before we get into WWGDs, I have some text messages we have to go through. I apologize for ignoring you. From concerts to Mickey D's to Sunday sauce in the face. We have all kinds of stuff,
What?
right? Yes, all kinds of sauce. Sauce?
Okay.
Yep, we got all kinds of sauce.
All right.
And I mentioned that I would like to see the Stones. Haven't seen one. Greek was asking what concert we'd like to see or band that you have never been to. And somebody said that they're like, don't worry, Franny. I went to the Stones farewell tour 30 years ago in Boulder, Colorado. You still got a chance.
That's what I said.
That's what they said. You still got a chance.
Yes, you do.
This one's interesting. Spheres. My ex left 2 gold spheres in a little velvet lined box. I wonder what they're for. Those are the ones, right? Aren't those for your hands? Are those the ones for your hands?
Yes,
Like keep
yes.
you, right?
They're for your
yes,
hands.
they're for
Yep.
your hands. Like so to keep you calm.
That's right.
Like a little fidget thing.
Exactly. Exactly what they're used
Yes,
for.
that's what I thought. Then, oh goodness, let's see. I know these are all weird. They have seagulls in Colorado. I saw one in a puddle of water at McDonald's waiting for someone to give him French fries, just in a puddle, just hanging out.
Yep.
Weird things at people's houses. I went to use a bathroom at a couple's house and found their S&M room. I was embarrassed and intrigued all at the same time.
Yeah.
Ironically,
found some of those golden balls, too.
Probably. The last thing I'm thinking about as my dog is cleaning his privates and butthole is, wow, he's probably got a clean mouth. Yeah, that's true. I went to a coworker's house to help him move a washing machine and dryer. When we were finished, I went into the bathroom where there were multiple dildos. I immediately left. Hey, to each his own.
Why?
To each his own.
Why?
I don't know where this came from, but it says, Greek, what you shove in the back of your Mercedes should stay in the back of your Mercedes. I don't know. I don't understand. Everybody's talking about the cocaine sharks. Nobody's talking about the marijuana manatees. Look how slow they move. You know them jokers are high.
Nice.
Sunday
Nice.
sauce in the face. That's a normal day at my house.
Oh, wow.
Jimmy at RealRadio921.com.
It says, Jimmy, that's why the bathroom floors at the studio are sticky. Gross. G-Man brought up a stat from a podcast he listens to, and she said that 40% of people masturbate at work. And
Have admitted that they have.
Admitted, and I'm guessing that's where that's about. Let's see. What if you worked at a sperm donating clinic? That would be considered masturbation or work. How much do you think you would have to donate to get a bathroom named after you? You were talking about stadiums.
Oh.
Yes. And then...
We're still with the sperm donor? What?
I think it's different.
What?
Maybe we're combining them.
Oh.
And then we have Good Afternoon, Penthouse. Here are... Oh, sorry. I got to do this the right way. Good afternoon, Penthouse. Here are more 72% statistical fun figures from the huge-ass research and Census Recording Bureau. 72% of lobster fishermen admit to stepping on short lobsters to make them legal size. 72% of rideshare drivers admit to hoping for a client hookup. 72% of women born after 1995 keep their triangular property clean shaven. Look it up, Franny. And finally, Jimmy only wears pants. I've never heard triangular property.
That's nice.
And finally,
It's a nice way to say it.
Jimmy only wears pants to work 72% of the time. We would like to see video of the other 18%. Stay tuned in for more 72% fun figures in the near future. Hugh. Thanks, Hugh.
Great job.
All right. And now this is a time where we get into your emails. You send those emails to Jimmy at realradio921.com. And those emails are specifically, even though you're sending it to Jimmy's email, they are for Greek. You're asking him advice, whatever it is you think he is the right man to give you the right advice. We call this WWGD, What Would Greek Do?
Get ready for WWGD. What would Greek do?
Game recognized game.
Damn right.
I bow to my hat.
Can you believe people ask this guy for advice?
Because there's always got to be an ointment.
I mean, really?
420. Tell us if we got anything planned. We'd love to hear about it.
Seriously?
I would spend the rest of my life with her.
Perfect.
Thank you for qualifying that.
It's WWGD.
All right, first we're going to start. This is a quick one, but can get some conversation going. So, John is getting into sports gambling for the first time this year, and it's because he lives down here in South Florida, and we have the Hard Rock sports betting app. And that's what he's been utilizing. He wants to know, would you ever buy one of the gambling services that you see all the time advertised on social media besides what he sees legal here? That's the only question I've got here. Getting into sports gambling for the first time this year, Hard Rock app. Would you ever buy one of the gambling services that you see all the time advertised on social media? That's the question. WWGD.
The only one I would buy is somebody like Teddy Covers, who I know for 20 years, who does a great job, studies it, writes up articles about his picks, just doesn't give you picks. And when he's wrong or loses, which they all do, he says it. He's the first one to say it. And I know Teddy 20 years. Drew Martin, Rob Vino, two other guys that I know very well. You'd also look into them at wagertalk.com. But as far as seeing guys on the internet, to me, what I see is a lot of guys who say they never lose and make $1 gazillion, and that's not true. So if you're asking me, Teddy's one of the only ones. I could be a little biased because I know him 20 years, but his track record is great. He's dependable. He's honorable. And like I said, he'll tell you when he loses. And which a lot of these other guys, you see them walking around casinos, they got jewelry on, or they're at a big fat crib or a nice car, and they're like, I got this. I ain't buying that. So I wouldn't buy them, but I would buy somebody like Teddy Covers. And if you're betting for the first time to get involved, don't go crazy. Have an allowance, a budget, and go with that. That's it.
All right. Do you have anything you want to add to that, Jimmy?
The only thing I'll add on maybe a little boasting up of Teddy Covers is the simple fact that the guy's over 60% track record. So, and that's amazing when it comes to sports handicapping. So, yeah, another big boost for Teddy Covers there. Wagertalk.com, sportsmemo.com.
All right. Well, there you go. Some advice from the guys. Next up, let's see who we have. We have Sarah writing in, and Sarah, her and her boyfriend have been together for 2 years, and they've lived together for the past year, and they split all the expenses. Last week, he told me he's buying into a boat with 3 of his friends, and it's going to be about $10,000. So Sarah was a bit upset because she thought that they had an understanding about money and big purchases, that they would discuss them together. He told me, listen, it's not going to affect anything, and it was his decision to do it with the money that he had saved even before her. So she wants to know, do you think I'm wrong for being upset about this? WWGD.
I mean, anytime you're upset about anything, you can't say somebody's wrong. It's her feelings. You can't dismiss people's feelings. Maybe he could have talked to her, but maybe he already knew what she was going to say. Do you need a boat? You're going to use the boat? I don't know his life, or if he fishes or just likes to hang out. So maybe he didn't want to ask her. If it is his money before her, then it's his money. If it's money they saved, obviously he's 100% wrong, but that's not the case. But, I mean, again, I don't think she's wrong to feel bad. You just feel like, hey, I wasn't included in a decision. And when people date and they're living together, you want to feel like, hey, anytime we're making a decision, not so much permission, but you're going to talk to me about it. It's happened to me with certain things of girls I live with who weren't happy with me with decisions I made. And you know what? When I come back to think about it, maybe I should have asked them or told them, hey, I'm thinking about doing this. A couple times I bought cars and just brought them home, didn't say anything for a week or two, and, they got a little upset. Jimmy?
No, I don't. You're not wrong for being upset. I think when you get to a certain point in a relationship, you kind of expect to make big money decisions together. Even if he did kind of have this planned out ahead of time, I wouldn't poo-poo on the idea. I mean, I'd still let him go ahead and do it, but I would express my concern. Hey, maybe you have that little bit of a talk where you go, maybe if we get certain decisions like this, especially if it's money that we have accumulated together, we make decisions like that together in the future. I wouldn't scold him about it. I would just kind of maybe have a conversation about it. But no, I don't think you're wrong to be upset about it, but it is something that was was already the wheels were in motion. I'm taking
That's
from
what it
that
sounds like.
right ahead of time. So kind of keep that in mind. Also, I think that's an important part of the factor there.
Yeah, I dealt with something very similar. My husband bought into a boat with two or three other guys, and they went in on it together. And I had nothing to do with it financially. My husband and I split bills too, and he did. It didn't affect our finances as far as living finances. He still had to deal with whatever he did, and I got to reap the rewards of being on a boat.
Right.
So just enjoy it.
Yeah.
I understand that the conversation wasn't had, and ours was, but that, like the guy said, just communicate with him, and it sounds like you already did. Just let him know that next time you make a big purchase like this, I kind of want to be in the mix, or at least let me know about it.
Yeah, it's more of even like, people I was with said to me, wasn't that you have to ask my permission. It would have been nice if I knew. And I didn't think anything of it.
And maybe the reason why she was upset at first, because maybe she thought it was money that they were supposed to have together. But in fact, he's saying that, listen, this is money that I had put aside. And this was specifically for this purchase. And it's not going to affect anything that we're going to do in the future. So, and if it starts to, right? Like if you start, because boats can be money pits.
Yeah.
So if you start seeing that happening and then it is affecting, then that's when a real conversation needs to happen. But
how many people are in that? 3 or 4?
It says been together three of his friends, so four altogether.
How about this too, Sarah? Enjoy that boat.
That's what I'm saying.
Have fun.
I enjoyed it.
$40,000
I understand you're upset right now, but you know what? Don't worry about anything else except having a good time on that boat.
Sure.
Don't worry about fueling it up. Don't give money for gas. Don't anything. It's not your boat.
You got any
it's
bucks?
him and his 3 friends. So
got the
enjoy
money?
just being a passenger on the boat, which is the best thing about a boat.
Yep. Sure is.
Yes. And then finally here, Robert writes in, and he was asked to be a best man for one of his good friend's wedding. But since he agreed to being a best man, he said every other day there's a different request of something he wants us to do. And it's starting to get out of hand, more so financially. And he was like, I feel bad saying no to some of these ideas because, of course, I want him to have a great night. And I want it to be special for him. And he's thinking a few things, right? In Robert's head, he was maybe go down to Miami, do some golf, go at the Hard Rock and hang out or the Hard Rock Hotel. But his thoughts, his friend, the groom, he said they're just getting very extreme and very expensive. We don't have specific examples, but that's it. So he wants to know, hey, how would you address this with him? And he wants to do it in a way where he's not going to offend him. WWGD.
I've been a best man 11 times, 11 parties, maybe 9 or 10 of them. I never 1 or 2 times guys said something to me, but I would just tell them, hey, that's just out of the budget. I'm going to try to make this as best I can for you to have a great night, and we're going to celebrate, but some of these things I can't do. And I think you should, and I would tell them going forward, like, hey, I got this now. You chose me. We're going to have a good night. All I need you to do is show up. But I would tell them now, because I think sometimes you don't say no for things, and then you get yourself in bad situations, and it's not good. And just tell them straight up, I'm honored you picked me, but we're gonna have a great night. But I got this. Trust me. You trust me to be your best man. Trust me to do this. That's it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because it starts, and we talk about this a lot of times. The weddings are more and more money for people to get involved with, and then you know what? You shouldn't go in debt for that or stuff like that. Just say, hey, this is what I can do. We're getting together, and we're gonna have a great night.
All right, Jimmy.
Yeah, and just tell them you can't afford it. I mean, there's a limit. And don't be afraid to. But, again, it's like anything else. You can communicate that in a nice way and say, look, bro, I know we're got all these extra things here. It's getting a little past my budget is all. And speak to him in that way. I think he'll be okay with it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean, he picked you to be the best man, and that's what the best man does. They actually do all the planning. Maybe if he has all these things, maybe pick one thing that your friend is throwing at you just so there's something that he wants to do that's in the mix. Mm-hmm. But the rest of it, just be like, listen, I promise you it's going to be a great night with your friends. And not just that, but even if it's this guy saying, no, I can't afford it, there's probably other guys who he's inviting to the party that may not be able to afford it too. So you got to think of the group as a whole with that one.
And when you're doing something like this, you want people to have a good time, not be worried about
stress.
Money. Mm-hmm. And because that takes away from the night. It definitely does.
I mean, even the hard rocking golf playing golf in Miami is expensive, so I can imagine what this guy wants to do.
Helicopter.
Yeah.
Versace mansion.
Yeah, but maybe pick one of the things that's not crazy expensive that your buddy wants to do and throw it in the mix.
Maybe their friend, maybe the guy getting married wants 10 hookers and this guy only can afford 5.
There you go.
I mean, something like that.
It's called compromise.
Yeah!
5's enough.
Yeah.
5's enough. 1's enough.
Well, best of luck, John, Sarah, Robert. If you ever want to email because you want G-Man's advice, we do it on a Wednesday. This is called WWGD. You email Jimmy at realradio921.com.
Franny, thanks for your help. Thanks, everybody, for emailing. Always want to get back to you guys and bang them out on a Wednesday. USA Today, women are playing at 3:30 against Nigeria, laying 27. Jimmy, are you taking the first half before we go?
I already did.
Oh, you did?
I put the wager in earlier. Yep. We're good.
All right, I got something to look at later this afternoon. Let's go, Team USA.
I put in for the men's, too.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
For tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think they win tomorrow.
While I was there, I was like, I think they got a real good chance of winning that, so and covering as well. So
I think that team, I'm not mistaken, I think the Joker's on that team. And that's a team they've beaten twice already pretty bad. I could be mistaken.
Well, that would make sense as to why the point spread was like half.
Yeah.
Compared to yesterday.
Yeah, I think they beat them twice already. One time they blew them out really bad. We'll see what happens. And again, the women's have a winning streak of 58 games. That is huge. I mean, in the Olympics, they play 4 or 5 games. So just think about it. That's going back like 30 years. So hats off to those ladies. They're doing a good job. A couple of the girls on the team are going for their 5th and 6th gold medal. Imagine that. 5 or 6 gold medals. Woo, they don't get enough love. And congratulations to Gabby Thomas, who won yesterday. Did very good. And that girl, just the future is her. She's got so many different ways that she could go. Olympics are on right now, and they will continue to be on for the rest of the week. And Sunday night is the conclusion. And we'll see what happens with that Tom Cruise thing. What is that going to be? Is he going to be flying in, jumping over a motorcycle? I mean, who the hell knows what he's going to do? And I wonder if he's getting paid. Jimmy, great job as always. Thanks for your help with everything you do with the blog, on the air, behind the scenes, running the contest. You do it all. You're like having 10 people in one. Thank you so much for everything you do. You deserve a cold Coors.
Speaking of the blog post, thank you very much, Greek and Francis. Appreciate it. Always love working with both of you. Thank you for listening. Go to our blog post, realradio921.com. I put up a video there of a guy that gave his daughter a Disneyland ticket, a free pass that he had won in 1985.
Wow.
And they honored it.
Oh, that's cool.
So you can see the video
Awesome.
of that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. So realradio921.com.
All right. Of course, thank you, gentlemen. G-Man, Jimmy, thank you for all you do. Thank you for emailing us. Of course, WWGD, all the things. And thank you for participating all the ways we have right here in the Penthouse. We truly appreciate you. G-Man, do you have parting words?
Let's go, Team USA. Win the first half, ladies, and get that gold medal. We'll be back tomorrow. Rock and roll again. Peace.
Catch Rover's Morning Glory weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. on Real Radio. Just tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio Olympics Update.
The U.S. women's volleyball team is one step closer to its second straight Olympic gold medal after beating Poland to advance to the semifinals. Team USA's Jordan Poulter says it feels great to advance.
It feels amazing. Just regardless of whatever situation we're in, we are putting up a really good fight.
The U.S. will take on Brazil in the semis tomorrow. Meanwhile, the U.S. women's basketball team takes on Nigeria today.
For NBC's live coverage from Paris, search Olympics on the free iHeartRadio app. Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Multi-vehicle accident in Palm Beach Gardens. Left lane of your off-ramp blocked 95 north to North Lake Boulevard. Crash with a right lane blocked southern west after Fairgrounds Road. And we're slow in Boca Raton. Wreck Palmetto Park Road westbound west of I-95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Hey, it's Franny. Ready to sell your car without the hassle? Go to GimmeTheVin.com. Whether it's your daily driver, SUV, classic muscle car, or exotic ride, they buy it all. Enter your VIN or license plate number and get a top offer in minutes. Guaranteed to beat CarMax, or they'll pay you $100. It's fast, easy, and you can even sell your classic car at GMTVCC.com. Sell your car the smart way with GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Every day, countless accidents occur on our roads, leaving victims with injuries, medical bills, and emotional distress. You don't have to face this difficult time alone. I'm partner Lance Ivy with the law firm of Lytle Ryder Smith Ivy and Fromrath. With offices located in Broward, Palm Beach, and St. Lucie counties, our dedicated team of attorneys specializes in all types of car accident cases and are ready to fight for you. Call us for your free consultation or visit us at foryourrights.com. Main office, West Palm Beach.
High five! Up top. Heck yeah!
Dave's company just got the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business.
Yeah, 5 years!
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
High five for gig speed.
5 years of advanced security.
Security win.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Our rate ain't changing.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability.
There it is.
He hasn't given this many high fives since Deborah brought in her famous banana bread.
Woohoo!
Now he's got savings.
I'm so excited.
Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time, so don't wait. Switch today and ask how to get the first ever 5-year price lock guarantee from Comcast Business. Powering 5 years of savings. Powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
And it's hurting, but I am not stopping.
Woo! Ends 8/21/24. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my side softer?
Can I make my side firmer whenever I want? Can we sleep cooler? Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. 94% of Sleep Number smart sleepers report better sleep. J.D. Power ranks Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in-store. And now, during our biggest sale of the year, save 50% on the Sleep Number Limited Edition smart bed. Limited time. For J.D. Power 2023 award information, visit jdpower.com/awards. To find a store near you, visit sleepnumber.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Here's what's happening with the weather on Real Radio.
From the Gordon Partners Weather Center, have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Very hot this afternoon with temperatures in the middle 90s. Feels like temperatures will remain in the triple digits once again. We have a heat advisory in effect for the area today. An afternoon shower and thunderstorm is possible through this early evening, then partly cloudy, warm again tonight.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. It's Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Save up to 60% on a wide selection of quality mattresses at every price. Plus, score a free adjustable base with a qualifying purchase. Hurry and stop by Mattress Firm today.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Penthouse on a Wednesday. We got some WWGD later in life. I give people directions because I'm starting to learn how to cook now, and that's a big thing I'm doing. Kidding. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hello, hello.
And it's time for some fun facts.
It's Fanny's Fun Facts. All righty. I know Jimmy mentioned this during this day in history. But if you weren't tuned in at the time, today is Purple Heart Day. And that's what I have some fun facts about that. But it's also Beach Party Day. So maybe after work, have a beach party. Maybe have a beach party next to a lighthouse because it's National Lighthouse Day. Mm-hmm. Celebrated by getting a tattoo earlier this morning. Just kidding, I've had it. That's a birthday. It's Raspberries and Cream Day, Professional Speakers Day, and National Sea Serpent Day, if you were curious.
Sea Serpent Day. Nice.
This one's weird. This is hard to say. Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day. That's a holiday. Who the heck comes up with these things? Particularly Preposterous Packaging Day.
No idea.
I don't know either. But let's get into some facts about the Purple Heart. Hold on, I'll pull them up right here because I did some separately. All righty. So we have right here the Purple Heart Day. Sorry, I should be more prepared. On August 7th, 1782, George Washington created the award, originally called the Badge of Military Merit, to give to soldiers for any commendable action. It was also awarded to a few soldiers during that time and forgotten about until it was reinstated on Washington's 200th birthday, February 22nd, 1932.
He'll look good, too.
Did he? Yeah. It's actually the same.
He had the wooden teeth.
Yeah.
He always had a nice smile.
Yeah.
It's actually the same date of birth as my father.
Nice.
Uh-huh. One U.S. president has a Purple Heart. Do you know who that is?
John F. Kennedy?
Bush.
John F. Kennedy.
Oh.
Yeah. John F. Kennedy is the only U.S. president to earn a Purple Heart while serving in the Navy during World War II.
PT 109.
Navy veteran John Kennedy is the only U.S. president to have received it after he sustained a back injury when a Japanese destroyer sunk his patrol torpedo boat near the Solomon Islands during World War II. Incidentally, his brother Joseph also received a Purple Heart for his service, and this is after he passed in World War II. While Kennedy is the only president to receive a Purple Heart, both Roosevelt's Presidents Franklin Delano and Theodore had sons who received Purple Hearts. Also have civilian Purple Hearts were allowed for those under competent military authority from 1962 to 1998. It was the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor. Celebrities with these Purple Hearts, some of them, Oliver Stone, Kurt, I don't know if I'm saying this right, but who have them, is it Vonnegut? Are you familiar with that?
I don't know.
Pat Tillman and Charles Bronson were a few that have Purple Hearts. There are also some non-human recipients, 2 doggos, Chips, and Sergeant Stubby, each received, I like that, Sergeant Stubby, each received Purple Hearts for wounds they received in World War II. During the Korean War, during the Korean War, a horse named Sergeant Reckless was awarded 2 Purple Hearts. They said the award criteria no longer allows for service animals to receive the same medals earned by human service members, but they can still earn prestigious nonprofit Animal Organization Award. So I guess those are the only ones we were able to get it at the time when they stopped doing it. The Animal Organization Awards, the Dickin Medal, for example, is presented by a British animal welfare organization called the People's Dispensary for Sick Animals. It's considered the equivalent of the Victoria Cross, which is the highest award for animals. And then we have other purple awards. Some U.S. states and law enforcement agencies have their own versions of the Purple Heart. Texas has the Star of Texas Award given to peace officers, firefighters, and emergency first responders who were killed or suffer serious injury in the line of duty. Iowa has a law enforcement Purple Heart Medal for law enforcement officers who have been seriously wounded or killed in the line of duty as a result of combat incidents. And the Drug Enforcement Agency's Purple Heart Award is given to individuals who lost their lives or were seriously injured